This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. We create and broadcast these episodes live on native lands. We acknowledge these are unceded lands, with diverse communities maintaining connections to these places, and recognize their ancestors, their elders, both past and present, and future generations. Learn more by visiting the Native American Rights Fund website at narf.org. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Time of Thin Blood, a Vampire the Masquerade duet chronicle featuring David Barton. That's right, Valdez.
Here again.
What? Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
I can't wait to play.
There you go. That's better. All right. So, yeah, here we are again, like you say. We're back.
Wait, what? So now you're just co-opting what I said. I like that.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yes. All right.
Pretty soon after we played last time.
Yeah.
So,
we're trying to get a little bit of a momentum built up here.
Yeah, well, it's cool. It's very cool. Kind of, but
thoughts?
I am worried. But I'm kind of not worried at the same time.
Okay.
Here's why. Because, Brunhilde herself said, I just want to see if it's there. And Wanda essentially said, Brunhilde will take care of it. Like, she's so powerful, she'll be able to snatch it, in 2 seconds.
Right.
It's like, how?
Great question.
I don't know where that myth is coming from.
Myth.
But, or I don't know, expectation? So I'm just like, okay. So now that we know, and now that I have more information about the wheelings and dealings that have been happening in my wake, I'm realizing there's a lot of things that I missed out on in the 90s. Or, the times I was out.
You mentioned Bram Stoker's Dracula last time.
I missed that. I missed the Northridge earthquake, which didn't really affect, it affected the valley where I grew up, obviously, but didn't really affect, LA proper very much. It just was a thing that happened that was pretty big.
Yes. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is my voice lower today?
Maybe.
It's weird.
Little huskier.
I don't know.
Mine is too.
Just aging.
Yeah.
Unless you listen at 1 1/4 speed, then we sound like we're in our 30s again.
We sound so energized and.
Dude, listen at 1 1/4. I'm just saying.
Well, I usually do most podcasts.
Oh, I don't do it for all of them.
Really?
I think there's some other element that you could speed up somehow, or you can change the tones a little bit. And I think people do that. I don't know, more skilled people than me. Because sometimes I'm like, this is going way too fast. Also aging. Also an aging brain. They're talking too fast for me at a 1 1/4. I need to have it at regular speed.
True that as well.
But
anyway,
no one knows.
We're back here in 1998, the good old days.
We retreated back. That's not.
Well, not for you.
How about not? What do you mean not for me? What are you talking about?
I don't know. What was that reaction?
Just in general.
Really?
Everybody has this idea that things were better, simpler, whatever back. No.
Well, they weren't simpler. And they weren't better.
No, they just were.
They were less intense.
It was different.
Yeah.
different intensities
different,
depending on where you're from, and depending on who you are.
Absolutely.
So I'm saying all that to say, for these vampires, they are under the ground, commingling with the spirits of the dead.
Yes.
And or the molecules of the dead.
Something was going on.
The dirt.
Something was reaching into your
Human
brain.
dirt.
And being like, what do we have here? Let me squeeze it like a little Nerf ball.
Wait, what?
Happens.
Wait. My brain?
Your consciousness.
Oh.
You remember.
No, remind me.
In your torpid state.
Oh, that.
Things were like sort of...
That was Brunhilde.
Occasionally coming around. Well, certainly the last vision was.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, now that it's been roughly 48 hours...
Barely.
You're gonna be waking up on the night of the 2nd.
God.
The Monday. I'll have a case of the
I'm already
Mondays.
in trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Already in trouble.
Yep.
Already confronted a weird looking rat woman. Steve Booth chat via Condios.
Nice. Yes. Thin Bloods.
Thin Bloods.
Who knows, man? But
I don't know.
I'm wondering.
Who knows?
Since you've had a couple days to sleep on it.
Not many. Not nearly enough time to think.
Let me ask my question before you...
You're making a lot of assumptions.
Before you make a blanket statement. Story goals.
Story goals.
Yeah. We usually outline some story goals. And, it's an informal process. But at the end of the story, of course, you can get more XP if you hit your story goals.
Why?
So...
Based on your rules?
No, it's in the book.
Oh.
That's why we started doing it.
Oh, right.
All right.
That
So look, we're getting so there's a sort of an evolution, I think, of gamers when they find a game that they like. This usually happens with D&D most commonly. Where you kind of like... Yeah, you don't know her, I know. Where you kind of, you start playing the game, so you're learning it.
Okay.
And then you learn it enough to play it.
Right.
And then you kind of stop reading the rule book because
Right.
you're like, I know how to play the game. But then what happens is either like things get embedded and you forget that it actually came from the game, like in this instance, or, you misunderstand a rule or whatever, and that just becomes part of your game. And anyway, I think we're at that point with Vampire where it's just kind of like, fuck it,
blur.
It's all a blur. So that being said, end of the story, you get a point for success. It says the characters achieved all or part of the goals they set out to accomplish. Even minor victories can be rewarded if they push the game forward. So there you go.
Sure. Story goals. For Aaron right now. All right, so let me write these down because that ends up being better for me.
Yes, so. I'm going to write them down as well.
Piece of paper.
Because that's also good for me.
Okay.
All right.
So, let's see. Story goals.
I think we generally do like 1 to 3. So
yeah. In this case, I think that number 1 is going to be let's see, meet the prince.
Oh, okay. Meet the prince.
And that can look a variety of ways. Connect with familiar kindred. And even that's good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
Because I need to see what they think is going on from their perspectives. Like how I'm gonna go around and be doing like Citizen Kane like interviews with like all the vampires. Like what the hell happened over the past 6 years that I need to know about?
What did happen to
and
Jeremy
or
McNeil?
just confront them and be like, bitch, I'm back, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is just survive the night.
Survive the night. What does that mean?
It's basically like I just have to do anything I can to survive and get through.
Okay.
Because I'm back in the rat race, so to speak. And so whatever I need to do to survive, I'm going to do.
I'm going to say survive the night with a capital N.
That's right.
and putting it in quotes.
Right. Okay, cool.
All right.
So I think those are pretty good.
Those are good. I like it.
Because the first one that can be, once I've met him, then,
Yeah. I mean, that could
really
happen this
connect with
session.
Christopher
Who knows?
or connect with,
Right.
So.
Okie dokie.
Because Joaquin is no longer, I mean, we don't even know where or what Christopher has done. We don't even know if he's still around. Right?
Who knows?
We don't know.
Who knows?
He might have been like, fuck this, I'm going into Tulpa.
Right.
And they're like, wow, nowhere to be found.
Yeah. You're sending out your beacon and nothing's come back, so.
I sent it out once.
And it's not like you have the levels of auspex required,
No.
or presence, I mean,
No way.
required for
I have no presence.
literally summoning somebody.
I have no presence.
You have no presence whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Totally.
All right. So,
Okay. So that being said, you got back to the Valhalla Memorial Park
yep.
shortly before sunrise after pulling off a successful reconnaissance. Earth melded. Wake up the next night. Lose a blood point.
Oh, no.
Let's not forget that. Regain a willpower point.
Oh, okay.
The rulebook was right. It is easy to do that. And
Nope.
and so you emerge from the ground, and looking around, you can see that you are the first out of the ground.
All right. That's weird. Wouldn't Victoria be out?
Hard to say. Wait a minute, let me check her humanity.
Yeah, you need to.
Hold on.
Wanda's like, what, 6th generation?
Oh, you know what? Actually, Wanda had a high humanity. Hold on a
did?
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were like, warrior midwife. That was the concept you had. So, yeah, actually, and your humanity is a 6 or a 5?
Mine is a 6 now.
You put a point into it. Okay, good. So, actually, yeah, sorry. I was thinking about Brunhilde, who is not terribly high on the old humanity scale. But let's see, where's Victoria? Oh yeah, okay. All right, so yes, you rise from your grave and you do find Wanda already up. And yeah, she's sort of bustling around, getting some kit, in order, repacking a bag of some kind that's in the back of the van. And she just kind of like glances over at you and says, we will need to be ready depending on what Brunhilde wants to do.
All right. Well, we haven't been able to tell her anything that happened, did we?
No.
So she's expecting to just go, I bet.
Hard to say.
I mean,
We'll see.
TikTok, because like, I don't think this stuff's going to be around for very long.
Yes, indeed. And so then Agneta rises out of the ground, and then 10 minutes later, Victoria, and then 20 minutes after that, finally Brunhilde, who's a little further out into the cemetery. You see her come up, and
does this leave like holes behind? Or?
Eerily, no, because it's Earth meld. So I feel like it's, if it were a TV show, it would almost be like you would use some of that morphing technology so that it almost looks like you're pushing up out of the ground.
Yeah, I feel like all of the I feel like it's like whatever blood you use to do that, then you isn't it 2 blood pool points?
Well, it's 1 blood pool to meld, and then of course you lose 1.
So you lose 2 a night.
So yeah, it's kind of a costly way to.
It's very expensive.
So
what I was gonna say before I interrupted myself was, I'm viewing it as like the vampiric blood that is morphed and changed and caused this magic to happen. It's like it starts to dissipate and fade out of your system, and so then the earth essentially, like anything that's not earth, gets rejected from the earth. And so then you just have your corpse that's like up on the ground suddenly.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of spitting you out. So like
Yeah.
maybe there is some slight, displacement as you're coming up out, but then it like settles back.
Settles back
to how
down.
it looked.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, it'd be kind of a giveaway, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. It's like gopher holes. What's going on around here? All right. So speaking of that,
Gophers.
as Brunhilde's walking your way, Wanda says, "So about your hunting grounds."
You just go wherever. Just find a person.
Yes, I know. You said the whole city was your hunting grounds. That cannot be true. Where do you go? Brunhilde will want to feed, and I myself am getting a little hungry.
Well, then, I don't know. We're just wasting a lot of time. I'm sure if we go back down to the ports, we'll be able to find some people that we could prey upon.
That may not be acceptable.
I don't know. If you want a certain caliber of people, I don't know what to tell you.
So Brunhilde's walking up at this point, and
I don't know. I went to the the locations more than I do. I've just got here. I heard about the Arkham,
the asylum.
the asylum.
Yeah.
Sorry,
The Arkham.
weird. I heard about the asylum. I went there. I fed there. So if you want to go there, that's fine. I just feel like it's a waste of time.
All right.
It's easy.
I know, right? Let's see here. There we go. Okay.
There's also a place called the Ass Pole, but I can't vouch for it.
Yeah.
If it's still around.
So Brunhilde says, she's like, she's kind of looking around, and she says, the main problem is that this is kind of an industrial part of town. We are not likely to find much prey here.
That's what I said. You can go to the asylum.
So she narrows her eyes a little bit, and she says,
You're an idiot.
She says, my days of social feeding are behind me. I prefer to hunt, and I require many kine to satisfy me. Where can I go where I may drink my fill and no one will care?
Can I do a check against my humanity?
Yeah, do a conscience roll.
Yeah, because this is fucked up, man. What? Why are you laughing?
Fucked up.
This is fucked up. All right, so what am I rolling at? 4?
4, yeah. Oh yeah, let's see here. A conscience roll or a conscience check. Let's just say 6, but that does raise an interesting question. Speaking of checking the rules.
So I'm not rolling, or I am rolling. What am I doing?
That's up to you. I mean, I'm just gonna.
I need to wait until
I
will wait.
check the
I want to
index,
hear what it is before I roll. I have to set my intention before I throw these bones around.
That's true. You have to visualize your outcome.
I do.
Right? Okay. Con science. All right. 119. All right, here we go. Let's see. Conscience determines whether or not you lose humanity. See degeneration.
I mean, it's not that serious, is it?
No, it's not. But I do want to just get an idea here. All right. The effects of humanity. Yes. Okay. Your bearing, that's all fine. Oh, here we go. Ooh, okay. So just for FYI, if the conscience roll is to see whether or not you lose humanity, the difficulty is 8.
Oh.
In this instance, we'll say 6.
Okay. Yeah. 1 success.
Okay.
All right. So what would be, because I think about all the different people I've fed upon. And some of those folks being, marginalized people.
Oh, yeah.
And just, it feels bad. Because they're already having a hard enough time as it is, right?
I like that you regained a point of humanity, and now you're just like, oh, I don't feel good about this.
Yeah, this really sucks.
Like suddenly you're just like, I care about this more than I did last night.
Yeah.
But oftentimes that happens. Oftentimes we have these little insights.
Yeah, it's the way she's talking about it. Where I'm just like, why
yeah,
are you
she's
hunting
basically
people?
she's just like, tell me where I can go kill a bunch of people,
And nobody
no
will
one will care.
That's a horrible thing.
It is. It's awful.
And
I know.
So I do have some glimmers of like, I'd still rather do social feeding. It's just easier for everyone involved, I think. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking.
In the meantime, give me a courage roll as well.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
Oh wait, actually, sorry. Never
my
mind.
God.
Never mind on that.
I had 3 successes.
Okay. Let's see
I'm
here.
pissed. I'm mad.
You can hold that roll for your next
So
one
angry.
if you want.
I will. Why'd you have me roll it?
I was reading the wrong thing.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Just reminding myself. It's so funny. I think I've commented on this in other games, but like, because this is like a duet game, we really only are exposed to like your clan's disciplines most of the time. So like whenever we get into like these other clans and their disciplines or other disciplines that maybe a gangrel has acquired over the centuries of their existence, for example, I just have to refamiliarize myself. So, all right,
what are your dastardly idea?
What are your current willpower points?
Currently, it is 7.
Your dastardly idea?
I have a dastardly idea.
Wow. Okay. You also are dastardly feeling once again, now that you're in the presence of Brunhilde.
Oh God.
You're feeling very, accommodating.
Yeah,
her.
Of course.
Yeah. So you're having quite an inner moral conflict here.
Yeah. So I'm hesitating.
Yeah. But she's looking at you very intently.
I don't know where I socially feed, and I don't know any of the newer places where people are gathering, especially at this time of night. I don't know. I've heard that there's a hunter cell in the Topanga Canyon. It's surrounded by lupine.
Let's see.
Which I'm sure Victoria doesn't like to hear.
No. Yeah, she's like, I got enough of that. Okay. It's interesting. They don't give a lot of guidelines here. It just says, this power bends others' emotions, making them the vampire's willing servants. Due to what these individuals see as true and enduring devotion, they heed the vampire's every desire. Since this is done willingly, instead of having their wills sapped, these servants retain their creativity and individuality. While these obedient minions are more personable and spirited than the mind slaves created by Dominate, they're also somewhat unpredictable. And then, you can spend willpower to temporarily resist. So I'm going to say if you're trying to like put her off like that, it will cost you a willpower point.
I'm not trying to put her off. I'm sincerely saying I do not know where to go.
But you have some notion.
I'm not going to tell her to go to Skid Row.
Well, exactly. So that's going to cost you a willpower point. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine,
So I'll say there's a cell of hunters that are in the canyon, but that's far from where we need to be.
All right. So she
maybe think about asking a vampire that's been in torpor for 6 years. The landscape has changed. I'm sorry.
Are you being kind of a sassy puss?
No, I'm being sincere.
IRL?
I'm being sincere. I mean, I come across as probably a douchey guy, but I'm just telling her, like, I don't know the lay of the land anymore.
Okay. All right. Give me another roll then.
Of what?
In that case.
Well, I didn't use this one roll.
Okay, you can use that roll if you want. This would be your manipulation plus subterfuge.
2 plus 4. Okay, so I rolled 4. So 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you sell it,
It's the truth.
Well, it is and it isn't, right? Because you actually do. You could say like, "Oh, let me drive you over to Skid Row and have fun." You know what I mean? Like that's what she wants you to do.
I'm not going to.
But you're spending willpower to not do that, and then you're also essentially withholding information. So that's the subterfuge roll to just pass that off.
Oh, well, does Taste of LA still exist?
No, you would know that it is boarded up.
I would. How would I know that? Because the last time I saw,
yeah,
I saw Arena was there with them,
and it was closed down. Yeah, it was shut down.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah, you don't know about Taste of LA. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, she says, very well. I have some ideas of my own. And with that, just like right in front of you, she, unfortunately, because of what we do in the shadows, this will never be completely cool, but she turns into a bat and flies off.
She turns into a bat?
Yes.
That's her thing?
Well, see, now that's an interesting thing that came up.
That's her shape of the beast is bat?
Hold on a second.
Bat?
That?
No, bat.
Bat.
No, her saying bat with her accent.
I know.
I was trying to do it, but...
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so where was I reading this? Oh, I was idly paging through Lore of the Clans, which gives you more information on all the clans, as the name implies.
Right.
And it was talking about Shape of the Beast. Now, the way we've read it is, this endows a vampire with a legendary ability to transform into a wolf or bat. We saw that as kind of an either or.
Yeah.
What it actually is you can do either one.
Oh.
At your choice.
I could be a bat.
You could do a bat.
I'm not doing
You could go bat.
Well, I could see bat being handy, but like...
Especially since you don't have a car.
The reason it's funny is because the command is said.
Yes.
And
bat?
as opposed to just turning into a bat and fluttering away.
Right.
Which is still funny too, because when you think about the original stuff, it's just like this dangling little rubber bat.
I mean, yeah, the visual effect in what we do in the shadows actually looks pretty good.
It looks badass.
There's a sort of poof of mist, and then there's a bat flying away.
And, like a bat would.
And it's like almost instantly like 20 yards up in the sky, So anyway, off she goes.
Okay. Dude, I look at the other three, like cool.
So they say let's see, not Wanda. Victoria says you shouldn't push her like that.
I wasn't pushing.
I thought you lived here.
I did, but things change.
Fine, whatever. So she just starts walking. And Wanda says, let us all go our own way. It is best that we not feed in the same place.
What are we doing? Are we meeting somewhere? I don't understand. I don't have to help you guys anymore.
Brunhilde will let us know when she is ready, and she will let us know where to go.
All right.
In the same way that you knew to come here.
See you later. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care. So I'm going to find a payphone.
Okay.
And I'm going to call Derek's driver.
The theme for this
I need a car.
So I'm going to find a payphone.
That's all I can do.
I know. All right. So you're calling Derek's
driver. I'm not going to
use
use up my blood for celerity, especially since I don't have a lot of blood. So I'm going to call Derek's driver.
Okay. So
I'm at the Valhalla Memorial Park.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. But
I'm also going to call Derek.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I need a vehicle. See, already, like, anytime you have a vampire in your life, they're just instantly going to be like draining you of so much.
Hey, give me this.
Give me this. Give me that. That's right. It's horrible. The worst.
All right. So I'm just checking sunrise, sunset times.
I didn't push her. I stand by that.
It's just, maybe gives you an insight into the level that they expect of supplication the fact that you weren't just immediately like, oh yes, of course. Let me help you out here. Let me take you.
I have my brain and thoughts about life. I'm definitely not going to. I'm trying to. I'm new now. I'm a new guy. I'm the prodigal son. So
you are the prodigal son. It's
to
true.
The city.
So who are you? Oh,
to the city.
I love it.
It's not to the.
Nice.
It's not to her. It's not to Christopher. No.
Mm-hmm.
It's to where I am living.
All right, I like it.
And I'm not going to exploit. I'm going to try my damnedest.
Yeah.
As I become more gross, I'm going to try to be better being.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
You're setting some goals for yourself there. All right, so
honestly, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care that I have a grandsire and all this stupid bullshit. Any affiliation with a sire, with any of that, I'm not into it.
Oh,
I don't need it. First of all, second of all, she should know that I'm a gangrel.
Why are you such a perfect gangrel player? Like, why? Because you haven't read Lord of the Clans.
I don't know. No, I don't.
You don't
I
like.
don't give a fuck.
No.
But she should know better. I find it very weird that she's being so arch and commanding as a gangrel. Garbage person, aka vampire.
Oh my
and
God.
Like to demand things and make commands and like impugning on my freedom. Fuck you.
Oh,
what is this?
I don't know. We got some sound samples. Oh, this is from Dark Drum and Bass. Okay, well,
the ritual has begun.
You can do without the sound samples there, guys. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so you're heading into winter, so this is go time for vampires.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So I think I said Civil Twilight was the final phase. It's actually the first phase. Okay. I misspoke.
All right.
Astronomical Twilight is where we count down from when you rise. Mm-hmm. You are at Humanity 10. We're just establishing.
Why aren't you saying Zoomanity?
Well, yeah, that was last week's joke. So you're not at Humanity 10. You're at Humanity 6.
Yes.
Minus from 10 leaves 4 times 5. 20 minutes after Astronomical Twilight. Wow. So you rise
the equation of it all.
Hey, man. It's cool. All right. So
it is cool.
So you arose at 6:50 p.m.
So she was up by like 8 or 7:30 maybe?
Hold on. She's not great on the humanity.
No. That's why she's like...
A little after 7.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we'll say it's 7:15 at the moment.
All right. So I call Derek first. Well, first I call the driver.
Okay. Tell him to come pick you up.
Please pick me up here. Then I hang up and I call Derek.
It's a Monday, 7:15. He's home. All right. So.
So I'm like, yo.
Sup?
I need a vehicle.
All right.
Can't be. It doesn't have to be flashy.
Sure thing.
Just something simple.
Where are you?
I called your driver. He's going to pick me up. It's better that you don't know where I am.
All right. Well, I don't have a garage full of cars you can borrow.
I know, but if you know someone,
not Jay Leno,
What's a Jay Leno?
What's a Jay Leno? You would know who he is. You just wouldn't know that he's the host of the Tonight Show at this point.
And I don't know that he collects cars or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'll say. That's very funny, but just put the word out. Like if you know somebody who's selling a car or just something nondescript.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't expect you to...
Roger that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, all right.
Thanks for all your help so far.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, I'm sure I know a guy who knows a guy. Mm-hmm. So... nothing fancy, you say?
No, it can be really nondescript.
Just a runner. Yeah. Something that is clean and it's not going to break down anything.
That's right.
Okay. Huh. It's better I don't know where you are. Have you already gotten yourself into trouble?
What do you think?
Oh my God, man.
Maybe you have to start getting... How about Nocturne Chronicles, the movie?
Oh, now you're talking. We'll have to have a little brainstorm sesh. But stay safe, man. It's been a lonely few years without you around.
Oh. Same here, man. All right. I'll be in touch.
All right. Yeah, just call me tomorrow night. I'm sure by that point I'll have a lead or two to share with you.
Thanks.
Yeah, anytime.
Tinted windows if you can.
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
They're illegal here.
Yeah, well. You know what I mean. All right. So, all right. So the driver by then maybe
Yep.
has pulled up.
Yep.
I get in the vehicle. I'm like, the ass pole, please. What? That's on you.
You're bound and determined to go to the
I
ass
am
pole.
going to the fucking ass pole.
It's going straight to the ass pole.
Straight to the ass, always, and with lube. And
Wow.
meaning I know some of the people there. Social
Oh,
lubricant.
the social lubricant, of course. Jesus.
What?
All right.
Why? What's your problem?
Nothing at all. I've said far worse things on these recordings.
Yes, you have actually. I don't know. I was just trying to like goose you a little bit there.
You goosed me.
Yeah. What are you looking at right now?
I'm pulling up the details on the ass pole, so
no.
yes, bear with me.
So we're driving, and this is like downtown, right? This is like downtown LA.
This
proper.
is not downtown. No, it is. Oh, hold on. Let me consult my notes here. I believe it's in Hollywood, but I want to just double check.
Culver City, Monrovia.
Ew, not Monrovia. Never Monrovia. When you go to the Spaghetti Factory, you go to Monrovia.
Oh, I see. Okay. The Glendale ass pole.
Exactly.
I don't think so.
No. There was. We've talked about Giggles, right?
Yes.
Yeah. the one club in Glendale.
That's right. Giggles.
Giggles. All right.
Well, it was like just a cocktail bar.
Yes.
Whereas the ass pole is more like the Candy Cat in the Valley.
Candy
like
Cat? I don't know that one.
Borderline strip place /
Oh, okay.
It was like burlesque and
Yeah.
cocktails.
Yeah.
And then there was the Candy Cat 2, TOO.
Oh my.
Dude, you got to look up the Candy Cat. The fact that I think we brought it. We had to have brought it up.
I think I
Dude,
would
it is
remember
straight
that.
up. It was furry porn on the front
What?
of the cover. I'm not
What?
cover on the front of the building. Okay, this was where I was from, where I grew up, mostly in Chatsworth.
Uh-huh.
Bro, we would drive by this thing, and I know it bothered my mom.
Oh no.
But this cat was wearing a negligee, straight up fucking hard nipples. You could see through the dress.
There it is. It's still there.
And it's a blue cat. Yeah, it's a blue cat that looks
Yeah.
kind of like Jessica Rabbit, super voluptuous, with like a blonde.
And it's like sitting on a giant candy cane. It looks like.
Yes. That was burnt into my brain.
Or else that's its tail. I can't tell.
It's probably the tail. It is wild.
But yeah, it's wearing a
like a red triangle top negligee.
that goes down to the floor
it's a
with
slit
the feather
up the
boa hem.
Yeah, it's like a burlesque cocktail bar in Chatsworth.
It is. That's fucking hilarious.
Again, the thing that bothered me the most was that there were hard nips on the cat boobies. Like it was like the cat had breasts. I'm not expecting an anatomically correct cat, but I'm just saying it was very disconcerting.
Why call attention to the fact that this cat has primate breasts?
It has primate titties.
Yeah.
And they're hard. The hard nipple.
Wow.
It's a burlesque, right? It's a burlesque cocktail place.
I guess so. I was just looking
I've
at
never been inside of it. I've never, ever, right?
Yeah.
Never, ever.
Yeah.
I'm so curious, though, now. I need more information. It's still around, I guess.
I guess so.
That's
yeah,
wild.
Yeah. That's
anyway,
so funny.
we're going to the ass pole. We're not going to Candy Cat.
No. All right. So the ass pole.
We just had a digression about nipples.
No, that's fine. So
Cat nipples.
It's already a very horny session, apparently.
Wow.
All right. So the ass pole is actually in Hollywood. It's kind of at the far end of the strip. You know, it's not what?
Just the way you moved your arm was weird to me.
It's, this way.
Okay. It's like a fist going that direction.
Yes.
Yikes.
So, it's not like near the whiskey and all the famous places, right? But, it's part of the
Viper
Sunset
Room?
Strip. To be completely honest, I think the ass pole was supposed to be the Viper Room of Bloodlines, right? Because you think about it, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they can coexist.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
In this reality.
Yeah.
We can use other people's intellectual properties, whereas a computer game could not. So let's see. What end of the strip are they on? Definitely not towards WeHo.
WeHo. West Hollywood.
That's far too.
We'll call
that's
it
far
West
too
Hollywood.
upscale.
It's upscale and super gay. Like,
also super gay.
So it would be like the asshole would be in the like kind of dirt bag, straight area.
Yeah. Some of these restaurants, man.
What?
The butcher. Wait,
What?
shit! It just disappeared. Oh,
no.
there it is. Wait,
These are modern.
I know.
restaurants,
But yeah, so we'll save it for modern nights. But the butcher, the baker, the cappuccino maker is the name of this place. So really, asshole is not that far off, honestly.
People get creative.
Oh,
They're trying to be
God.
cute. They're trying to get on the map.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get people to notice them, and look at that.
And you did notice them
that.
and gave them free advertising.
Yes, everyone go to the. No, I'm not even going to say it again.
Everybody go to the.
That's like when I was traveling recently and there was a pizza place in the airport where I was going to get lunch on my layover.
Yeah.
And all the pizzas had these cutesy names like Peter Piper Pepperoni Pizza or some shit like. No, it wasn't even that.
That sounds too cute.
It was no, it was a play off Tony. It was like pepperoni, but like spelled a different way each time or something like that.
I mean, I like it in theory.
But then you have to order it.
But you have to order it. So
instead,
I'm like, can I have the triple P, please?
No, that's the thing. I was standing there going, is there any way I can order that and not feel like a complete ass?
Pepperoni.
So
please.
instead I was just like, can I have the
Cheese.
Caesar salad, please?
You're like, I'm willing to get a salad at an airport.
Yes.
Caesar salad, please. Because I don't want to say pepperoni 3 times. It's just too much for my brain.
I guess Sunset Strip is technically in West
Did
Hollywood.
they have 3 types of
That's
pepperoni?
interesting.
Like the cupping kind, the regular flat kind, and then like a special spicy?
No idea.
It was just
I just got the
triangles?
Caesar, so
I need more closure on that.
I know.
I mentioned pepperoni and I'm interested instantly.
Extends from West Hollywood's eastern border with the city of Los Angeles near Marmont Lane to its western border with
but
Beverly
is it by
Hills
Chateau Marmont?
at Phyllis Street. It must be.
Or Hotel Marmont, sorry.
Yeah.
Chateau. Hastings.
Oh, it is Chateau Marmont. You remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a very nice like old school Wikipedia map here that you just scroll through it.
That's so cool.
It looks like something from a online mush or something. Okay. So yeah, right. Okay, so the sort of like more not high end, but the more famous stuff is
Chateau
out towards Beverly Hills.
Right.
You've got the Whiskey, the Roxy, the Rainbow, all right there. They're all near Doheny.
I'm having high school flashbacks.
Viper Room.
Yes.
So then we go down to the other end, and then there's the Comedy Store.
Right. Wow, the Asshole got some pretty good property.
You know what?
What?
It's right next to the Pink Taco, of course.
Oh yeah.
So now we've got.
See, I prefer Pink Taco to Rusty Taco. Rusty Taco is just misogynistic.
I've never heard that,
dude. I saw it up in Colorado Springs. I'm like, you're trying to be cute.
There was a taco place called the Rusty Taco.
I'm shaking my head.
It's terrible.
I know. It feels misogynistic.
So
Pink Taco seems fine.
So the ass pole is next to the Pink Taco because this is the world of darkness.
Okay.
And
I'm just gonna let that hang there. Keep going.
And so your driver pulls
your world,
up.
I'm just living in it.
Yeah, right. The driver pulls up outside. The exterior of the place.
Yes.
Is like many of the establishments on the strip,
right,
is actually kind of underwhelming.
Yeah.
From the outside. It's just a one story. There's a big square sign that sticks out over the thing.
Yeah, that's it.
And
the numbers are kind of faded, either partially labeled or metal that have like
exactly,
or painted.
The
faded paint.
Sidewalk is filthy.
Gum,
there's a billboard
cigarettes.
right overhead. Yeah, gum, cigarettes.
Angeline,
sure. We haven't had an Angeline sighting yet.
Not yet.
And she is still around.
She is.
And it just, there's a thing that says the asshole live music.
Does it have like a I wouldn't even think they'd be arty with it. It would just be like a clip art snake.
Yeah, it's very basic.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe like a snake with the fangs out.
Yeah, exactly. Like something that
where the Viper Room's more classy.
Yeah, it's all black.
Yeah. And gold or red.
Right. Yeah, no, this is just kind of funky.
Mm-hmm. I'm going in. I cannot wait.
Okay.
I cannot wait. It was either this or go to Orange County and fuck up Amethyst.
Ooh, wow. That would have been escalating it quite a bit.
I need blood.
Okay.
I walk into the ass pole. Are people dancing in a weird way? With their arms all...
So that was the asylum, and
okay,
we're
sorry.
gonna try and differentiate our clubs here. Okay. So I'm just actually trying to pull up some appropriate music that would be playing. Oh. It is not drum and bass, weirdly enough.
It's a Depeche Mode.
It's not quite. This is after all the late 90s, but it is
Marilyn Manson.
It is never. This is the late 90s, so things are a little different.
Chaotic.
Yes, exactly. Eclectic, exactly. So Backstreet Boys, exactly. So
what?
Yeah,
what?
There's just some, kind of
generic guitar,
sort of
metal-y.
post Tool,
okay, all right,
guitar rock,
grungy,
and
post grunge.
Yeah,
you mean post grunge?
Post grunge, yes, exactly. So,
Sims singing. There's the lyric. There's the vocals.
Nap.
Yeah.
Number man. Yes, I'll bring it down in the mix a little bit here so we can.
Yeah, they're singing. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
It's fine. You're fine.
Oh God.
Power through.
I will.
This is the club ambiance.
I'm a professional.
That you so desired. All right, so.
I did.
No. All right, so you walk in. And there's God only knows how far we're going to get in the session. There's a bar.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a dance floor.
Okay.
But it's like at each corner of the dance floor, there's some risers for go-go dancers.
Okay.
And it's very equitable. There's two with diagonally opposite with some hunky dudes, and then the other two
Butch
diagonally Butch queens, and then the other two diagonally opposite are your femme queens.
Okay,
so
nice. All right.
Anyway, and so they're just they're sort of swaying seductively to the music, and it's a Monday night, so it's a little slow. There's not too many people, but you do notice that like the staff are all sort of scantily attired women. Moving around with their trays of drinks and whatnot.
Any familiar faces?
Oh, let's see. Probably. I should really make a random encounter table, but
at this rate, we do need one.
We do need one. However, as you're sort of taking everything in, you are suddenly, someone is in your face, not in an aggressive way, but just right in front of you. She is, and probably a little distracting actually, because clearly kindred, pale skin, and just kind of gives off that vibe, but she's wearing a very bright red wig, that's sort of tight, like done up in a bun with little bits of loose hair hanging down, tendrils, and she too is wearing a kind of negligee kind of getup. Give me a perception plus. Do you have you don't have a fine detail specialty on something.
That's alertness. I do.
Alertness.
I do have fine details.
Perception plus alertness, fine details applies.
No. Do I get a bonus because of fine details?
No. If you roll a 10, it counts as 2.
I'll get it eventually.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, we won't be finding that out. What's the difficulty?
5.
Oh, 5. 4.
4 successes. So, she's wearing a lot of makeup, and there's club lighting, of course, but you still clock that this is a man in drag.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So drag queen. Sure.
Okay.
Right. Anyway, but she, she walks up and she says, "Well, hello, stranger. Who are you?"
I'm looking for Manon.
So, She's like, okay. Nice to meet you too. I'm Velvet, and you are?
I'm Aaron Evans.
Aaron Evans. I feel like that is a familiar name.
It probably is. She's probably cursed me out quite a bit in various tales if she shared that with you. Is she here tonight?
No, she's almost never here.
Where is she usually?
Come on back, Aaron. We can talk.
All right.
So she...
I'm not trying to harsh your mellow. I'm not trying to harsh your vibe here.
So she indicates for you to sit at the end of the bar.
Okay.
And she walks around behind it. The bartender, at least, is a beefy dude with no shirt on. You know, so it's just the waitresses who are scantily clad women, right? Anyway, but she has you sit at the far end of the bar, and then when the bartender's kind of down at the other end, she reaches below the bar, and you hear like a little I don't know, wrestling or whatever, kind of messing around with something. And then she puts a shot glass on the table and there's some blood in it.
Oh, I drink it.
Okay. It's a little stale.
Yeah.
She says, sorry, we have to be a little, subtle around here.
Okay.
This is not Kindred exclusive club.
Well, that's not a problem with me. I'm looking around like, is there anybody I could
oh yeah, definitely.
get a bite out of?
Absolutely.
So I'll just say, where is she?
She's mostly operates out of Vegas these days.
I mean, that's what she was doing before.
Yeah, well, ever since the Luxor opened, it's kind of her palace.
So I think about Vegas, going back to Vegas. Based on your reaction, I'm assuming I would not probably be welcome.
Who's to say?
You, because I haven't seen her in 6 years.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe you think a lot of yourself because
yeah.
I think your name has come up maybe a couple of times, but I've only been managing this place for about a year, so.
How long have you been,
In town?
No.
I'm not following. A kindred? Oh. Longer than that.
So who else comes around here? Anyone I know?
Oh, sure. I mean, probably. You've been out in LA before, I take it?
Yeah.
Passing through?
No.
No?
No.
You lived here for a while? Fair enough. I mean, every once in a while, Smiling Jack comes in. But he mostly posts up at the last round in downtown.
Have you seen Arena?
Who?
Oh, never mind.
Describe her. I may have.
Dark hair. Tiny.
Uh-huh.
Bit of a menace.
Okay.
What about the prince? Have you met him before?
Yes, he came in here not long after he showed up. Him and his sheriff.
Who's the sheriff?
That's a great question. That's just what everyone calls him. Big fucker.
How big?
Bigger than you.
So I think of I don't think he would ever do it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what's his name? The gang girl who hates my guts.
Oh, Mirko?
Yeah. That'd be so funny. It's like, I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna be a sheriff for this prince. A big guy, huh? Bigger than me.
Oh yeah.
So the prince came in, and what was his attitude? Like, what's he like?
He's a prick.
Where does he usually spend his time?
Well, he maintains a penthouse, of course. It's a one of those new skyscrapers downtown. They call it the 777 building.
Okay. So, can you tell me anything else about like the anarchs here?
What do you want to know?
Well, Jesus, I mean Nines.
Yeah, Nines. I mean, he comes in here from time to time. Mostly he hangs out the last round too. That's kind of the anarch hangout spot these days.
What is this? What do you consider this place then? It should all be anarchs. You realize that, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
What, you like the Camarilla?
Don't like them either, no. But like I say, I'm kind of new in town, so Prince LaCroix was already here when I got here. I hear the old timers like you talk about the good old days of the free states.
Well, I don't know if it was good, but it was definitely old, but it was better.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
We need to be allowed to do whatever we want.
No argument for me on that one.
All right, well, thanks for the info.
Sure. You're welcome here anytime. Good-looking guy like yourself could attract some more clients. You know what I mean?
See some of the guys dancing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah.
You're like, I've been there.
I've done that. I don't know. Maybe if I get desperate enough.
Ouch.
I'm coming back from a long time away, so no offense.
None taken.
All right. Well, thanks.
Feel free to stay as long as you like.
All right.
Just, be discreet.
Sure.
She's sort of giving you permission to do as you like.
All right. So I will look around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if there's anybody.
All right.
I'm not discriminatory with my feeding.
Of course not. Of course not. And yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a Monday night, so not a huge level of variety to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, you can attempt your roll however you want to, whatever approach you want to take. It'll be a difficulty, probably, let's see. Yeah, just a difficulty 6. Actually, what's your appearance?
It's 4.
And then you have friendly face as well.
I have friendly face, but
okay, so difficulty 4.
Okay, and I have so I'm going to use charisma plus expression.
Empathy, maybe.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're planning on dancing your way to into people's hearts.
No, not tonight.
Okay.
Difficulty 4.
Yes.
Oh. All right. Two. 5.
Okie dokie.
That was with getting rid of success.
Wow. Okay. So you begin to
put out the vibe.
Put out the vibe and mix and mingle and so forth. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna get. Let me just see when you might be interrupted here. So give yourself 4 blood points.
Oh, okay.
And it's 8:30, and let me roll some dice here.
Who do I feed on?
Just a variety of different people, right? You're just kind of taking a blood point here, blood point there, sort of canoodling, and so it takes you, like 45 minutes to collect those 4 blood points.
Okay.
And it is at that point.
Oh God.
What?
I just don't like to be under the control of anybody.
Yeah. So it's at that point that you begin to feel Brunhilde's summons sort of pinging in your brain. Once again, I only rolled 2 successes though. So you can, it says, you approach reluctantly and are easily thwarted by obstacles.
What?
In terms of like going to where she's summoning you.
I'm easily deterred by obstacles?
Yes. So it's like, well, I tried, but there was some traffic.
I just find this all very dumb because Wanda said that Brunhilde would take care of it herself. So it's just like, why does she suddenly need... You're just there to do reconnaissance.
Great question.
I think I'll be there to observe.
Okay.
I'll only intervene if I absolutely have to. So I'm going to attempt to get over there. So I feel like that's the two where like I'm not super convinced. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
But I'm not like super convinced to act.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So the music might...
Oh, yes. Thank you.
A little bit, so.
Thank you for bearing with the vocals.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
it. Rough, but we
well,
did it.
You know, maybe it's okay that it feels a little uncomfortable. I don't know. All right. So you depart the hole. And
wow.
Yeah. And you had your driver wait for you, I assume?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't want him to drop me off like exactly, like I think around the area where Victoria like dropped us. Remember, like we were a little north of where the port was.
Oh, right. So you're actually assuming you're going to go that far south.
Oh. What?
The point of the where you're being summoned to is
okay. Well, that changes things.
Yes, is downtown LA.
Oh no. What? Now I'm just curious.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll tell him downtown LA. Yeah.
All right. So
and then he can leave after that. Like
okay,
I'll figure it out.
So he drops you off on Broadway.
Okay.
You get out of the car right outside one of these old like 20s era movie palaces that has now been converted into a porno theater that is now closed down because nobody goes to porno theaters anymore in 1998.
Bad
so,
thing, yeah.
Yeah, so it's all boarded up, you know. And you see Brunhilde and the Valkyries are sort of lurking in the shadows of the what do they call that? The the little area around the box office.
It's the foyer.
The foyer, yes. And so, so you just walk up and
what's going
say,
on?
hello, here I am.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you note a little, a bit of dried blood still on like Brunhilde's décolletage.
Oh.
And, but she looks, very pink and healthy,
Okay.
And as do the ladies, So, so Brunhilde says, I was able to find suitable hunting grounds around here.
I would imagine someone of your age would.
I have needs that you cannot possibly comprehend.
I'm glad I
Child.
don't. I'm glad I don't, grandsire.
You're going to have to spend another willpower if you want to be sassy like this.
Spending it.
All right.
I will not be tamed. You're like, your head is flying halfway across the street. And that's the end of your chapter.
Okay, so
go back to page 1.
With alarming swiftness. I told you she has the self-control of one.
I know, she's so bad. And she has those claws that are like knives.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, Mamma Mia. All right.
Mamma Mia indeed.
Okay.
So let me just roll here for her.
Mamma Mia indeed.
Happy for her, sad for
Sad
you.
for me. I love to have fun. I love to have fun.
Yeah, well, all right. Wow, okay. So, nice.
So all the blood I just got is gone.
Exactly.
Oh, that took so long.
Oh my god. Okay.
David.
Maybe the biggest dice pool I've ever rolled.
David. No. That sounded like a lot.
I'm not done yet. I had to split it up.
I am so screwed. Well, I gotta learn somehow.
Yeah, you do.
I will not be tamed. I will find Amy and I will sick Amy on you. Oh no. Stop. Am I in another torpor now?
Okay.
We're gonna start the campaign all over again.
She's not frenzying, which is the good news.
Oh my god.
So she is able to stop herself from utterly eviscerating you. But just for your information.
I need to know this regardless.
Just so you know, that would have been 11 points of aggravated damage. Had she been going full force.
Okay, wait. Oh, I don't. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, you're
okay.
healed. Yeah.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'd be wounded.
No. It each point counts as a box. It's not the number of strokes in the box.
I thought.
No.
What are you talking about?
You're marking it with 3 strokes to indicate aggravated, but that doesn't count as 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'd be dead.
Well, you could try and soak it, but only with your fortitude, right?
Yeah.
So what's your fortitude?
Well, maybe I would. Let's
just game it out. Let's see.
Okay?
Let's see.
So I don't know what she's done yet, but I'm just saying, I may have some resistance to this.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna fight.
Oh yeah. So
I use my will. I'm not doing my willpower lightly. All right, and this is serious.
Yeah.
All right. So my fortitude is 3. So is it stamina? Because part of fortitude is connected to stamina.
Right, but with aggravated, you can only roll fortitude.
Fortitude. So I'm rolling fortitude.
Okay.
Let's see.
Difficulty
it has to be 8 or 6. 6. 1.
So you would have taken 10 boxes of damage.
There's only 7 boxes here.
Well,
I would be dead.
Yeah.
I would be dead.
So she would have ripped your head off, basically. So instead, with alarming speed, as I said, she's upon you.
Oh.
Because she does have celerity 3.
Yes.
She is upon you. Oh, I didn't roll those 3 dice. Hold on.
I have celerity 2.
So that actually would have been 13. 13.
So 14 total.
No, 13 total. But then with your one soak, 12. Yeah. So, with alarming speed, she's rushed in, grabbed you by the throat as if to strangle you, except that her thumbs are like going up into your throat, and you can actually
into my body,
into your neck,
my carotid artery.
Yes, exactly. So her thumbs are like piercing your arteries, and then you can actually feel the claws kind of like tickling the back of your neck from the inside.
I don't want to know. It's not tickling.
It's not tickling. And yeah, like she, you just know that all it would take is just the slightest little application of force, and your neck and your head would just be separated from each other almost instantaneously.
So what I love about this too is like how are Wanda, Victoria, and Agneta reacting to this?
Right.
I imagine them just being cool as fucking cucumbers.
Absolutely,
like,
they've seen it before.
They've
seen it before.
They don't give a fuck.
So yeah, she's like knuckle deep with her thumbs in your neck, essentially.
Well, if she removes them, that's a problem.
So she says, she starts to chastise you in a language that you've never heard before.
Saxonese.
Basically. Not even Old Norse. She's older than Old Norse. Like Bronze Age Norse.
Jesus.
Right?
What does it sound like? What does that sound like?
I have no idea. I'm sure linguists have, it's Indo-European, right?
Yeah,
so it's like maybe she's chastising you in Indo-European. But anyway,
oh my god,
she quickly sort of corrects, and then she's like, she says, she says,
could it be? I'm sorry, I don't
go ahead. No,
right?
please.
But I can imagine it going like her brain getting at different levels. Like first, it's the most primal level of that language. Then it's like surfacing through into like German, and then the older German, and then this newer German, and then it finally turns up into English.
Yeah, it's very rats on the walls for folks who know that story. So, yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's just like this like stream of invective. And then it eventually sort of resolves itself into something like, will not be spoken to by a mere fledgling like yourself, you whelp. You will treat me with respect, you willful little shit.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. But at the same time...
Oh, she respects me?
A little bit. A little bit. Because she knows the musk that she's exuding, right? She knows what she's putting out there.
Musk, yeah.
So she knows how much
her essence.
She knows how much will it's taking for you to like talk back to her, right? It doesn't come easily or naturally.
No.
So you're having to force yourself to do that. And, game recognizes game, right?
I mean, but then also, you truly are my grandchild.
Yeah, exactly.
Begrudging respect at the same time.
Begrudging respect, absolutely. So then, as if in a show of the respect, as she withdraws her thumbs and like the blood starts to pour out, she moves in and licks you up both sides
like
of your
a
throat.
mama wolf or something. Ew.
And then completes the triad with a kiss on your lips, like not romantic, but just kind of
familial.
Yeah, a familial kiss.
Yeah.
She stands back, sucks your blood off her thumbs. And you see like claws had extended from her thumbs like about 3 inches, and those sort of retract back in. You've had I think Christopher's like the only elder you've dealt with in the past, and he liked you, so you never really had to worry about it.
Well, the most violence and cruelty that I've experienced at the hands of another vampire was Araceli.
Yeah. But that was consensual too.
No, it wasn't.
She's
getting
like,
my eyes gouged out.
Well, she was like
my nipples popped off.
Well, she was like just popped off.
You said they were under the skin. And everything just like this.
Yeah, she was running her.
She was fucking
running her fingers under
me.
your skin. Yes, that's right. She was flaying you alive. That's right. But she was like, just go with it. She's like, this is.
Go with it.
This is this is all part of the scene.
Apparently.
You had a safe word, you just didn't use it.
No.
Anyway.
That's not true.
Okay. So.
Wow.
Yes.
So I'm standing there. I'm sort of like, I step back, like.
Yeah.
Just certainly humbled.
Yeah. And you look at the Valkyries and Wanda's standing there with her arms folded, but she's just kind of watching you. Agneta is like kind of leaning up against the abandoned box office with her hands in her pockets. And Victoria's like doing, like on watch. She's like standing out on the sidewalk just looking around. Okay. So the sky overhead has become cloudy in the last, half hour or so. And it smells like it's going to start raining soon.
Did her eyes flash red the whole time?
Oh, they were blazing red. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to have nightmares now. Aaron will, not me. I'm fine. I know it's almost a full moon.
You're going to have happy dreams.
I'm going to have happy dreams. Fun stuff. Holy shit. So I take a breath,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like vampires, especially, neonates, would still do those things, like, reflexively.
Yeah.
You're just like, I was like, oh, wait, I don't have to do that.
Yeah. But, and just, like, I just put my sunglasses on.
Yeah.
I don't think they were on.
Yeah, probably not.
Because I probably put them up on my head.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, grandsire, whatever the fuck. Right.
So actually, I'll say that Wanda.
They fell on the ground.
Wanda steps forward, picks up your sunglasses, hands them back to you.
Yeah. I'm shaking.
Yeah.
So I accept it with a trembling hand, and
then she just
probably
says,
looks like a sad coyote, and put my sunglasses on.
And she just says, the van is parked around this side.
I nod. I don't say anything. If I could cry, I would.
Yeah.
If I wanted to cry, I would cry, but I can't.
Right.
I'm stuck with this horrible feeling.
Right.
This is my life now.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Still.
I'm still in this nightmare. Oh, that was too much for Edie.
Yeah.
She's like, that was too violent, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
She might need to go outside.
Okay, let's take a break.
A little mini.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, we're back.
So.
Yes, you have some thoughts?
I just want to say, I feel like Aaron has a rebellious spirit, and he's not like a shit kicker like Amy. You're right,
right.
But he definitely doesn't want people telling him what to do. Mm-hmm. So there's a bit of that.
Yep.
But Jesus.
There are other times where it's smart to be prudent and absolutely let people tell you what to do.
Like, I'll just do whatever it takes to get through this, and I will, sneak away.
I'll slink off.
I'll slink away. But yikes. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so in the van you go. Mm-hmm. And now you begin to make your way south. What?
Just that voice. And now. All right. So.
Let me get back to my notes here.
Slink into the van.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And on the road.
Okay. So, driving south.
Yeah.
Once again, Victoria's driving.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's 4 of you in the back. And let's see. All right, so Brunhilde is elucidating her plan. I think it's important for us to be able to acquire this sarcophagus soon. It obviously has a lot of interested parties, if your reconnaissance was any indication. Therefore, I think Aaron.
Okay, so I look at her.
Can you take the shape of the beast?
Yes.
Very good. You and I will fly out to the ship.
I've never been a bat.
She's just assuming.
No, but I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking, like, I can't be a bat. I'm going to doggy paddle. Like,
You and I will fly out to the ship. We will dispatch the guards on board. We will commandeer it. Pilot it to the docks. You, my Valkyries, will be awaiting with the van. We will unload the sarcophagus. Amidst the chaos of the ship, it does not matter that we don't know how to pilot it. The intention...
I'm keeping dead fucking quiet. I'm just like, sure.
The intention is to cause as much chaos as possible. As the dock workers and other personnel run to and fro like frightened rabbits, we get the vessel off the ship into the van and find a suitable hiding place for it.
Where?
Oh, that is what I was
hoping. I
hoping.
can barely rasp it out of my voice.
Yeah. I was hoping you could help with that.
Okay, sorry. As a player, I am reacting. I'm incredulous at this bullshit. I'm incredulous.
You're spitting mad.
I'm spitting mad. Me? So I say, well, I mean, this might not be a very popular opinion, but if we take it into Topanga Canyon, it's nothing but lupines. You sure as shit won't have vampires coming after you if you put it there.
I like the way you think. Very well. We will take it to this Topanga Canyon you speak of.
Okay.
Does this plan sound agreeable to all? And the ladies all sound off. Positively.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody has any objections.
I just nod.
Okay. So you pass the remainder of the journey in relative silence. Agneta is crocheting again. So you get down there shortly before midnight.
Okay.
It is much like it was the night before. This time you park much closer to the port, of course. And you and Brunhilde step out of the van. And she gives a nod to Victoria, who nods her understanding of what she needs to do.
What dock are they going to go? Like, I'm just so confused. Like, how do they know where to go?
You just listen for the giant crashing sound and you go that way.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So she says, she looks at you and she says, "Let's go," and then flying off.
I'm just like, I have not done that before. So I guess I'm just thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly I'm in the air.
Yeah. Spend a blood point. And
no.
Yep, you're zipping along in bat form.
In bat form. So I'm following and heading toward the ship. I can see it. It's just totally surreal.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, it's like the opening shots of Lost Boys. You got the
swooping,
zooming.
Yeah.
POV as the ship's coming, it goes from being a little model ship size and getting gradually bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you land on the deck. Brunhilde, of course, is already there. One of the guards is already on the ground, gurgling and bleeding out. And she's on the other one. Just like she basically like jumped on him. So she's got her hands and feet sort of planted on him, and her mouth is on his throat.
Yeah.
And, there's just this like gulping sound as she
ghastly
pulls the blood out of him with, not only practiced ease, but it's almost like she can like feed faster than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like his pistol's in his hand and he's just like shooting it into the deck, like reflexively. And then he drops. And then she looks up at you with the blood just all over her chin. And she says, "Go, get to the bridge."
Okay, so I go.
All right. So start running. And there's another one of the security guards who's, kind of coming up from the aft part of the ship. And he stops and plants his feet and says, "Stop or I'll shoot."
All right, I'm gonna... I'm just going to put him out of his misery.
Right.
I have my claws.
You've got your claws. So he's going to get one shot off as you're running in.
Yeah, they're not silver bullets, are they?
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't have a vulnerability to silver.
It doesn't matter.
You're fine. All right. So let's see. Yeah, Dex plus Firearms, of course. And... I like it. That's good. Let's see. Okay, so here's the thing with celerity.
I have celerity.
You can actually take multiple actions in one round without penalty.
Okay.
You just lose your celerity bonus.
Okay.
To your dice pool.
Okay.
But let's see here. I'm just looking to see here in terms of dodging. Because it's like you could probably dodge and attack on the same turn since you have celerity. So let me just take a look here.
Okay.
Defensive maneuvers. Okay. All right. Dodging is, Dex plus Athletics, as I suspected. Bob's and weaves. Oh, that's only for melee or brawl attacks. In gunfights, your character moves at least 1 yard a meter, ends up being behind cover. I see. Okay, go ahead and make a Dex plus Athletics roll, please.
Okay, so that's 5.
Okay.
I am swift as well.
Great, so 10s will count as 2.
And Athletics is 2. What's the difficulty again?
6.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, let me roll for him. Wow. That's a great roll. Unfortunately, it's not enough. I got 4 successes as well, so you cancel out his successes. So he takes a shot at you. You, zip out of the way really quickly and then zig back out, and now you're on him. If you want to do your claws, you can. It'll cost a blood point.
No, I'm closer. I'm gonna just drink his blood.
Go for the bite.
Yeah.
Okay, so do your Dex plus Brawl.
Yep, 3. Well, Dex plus Brawl for what?
to latch onto him.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's also for my claws.
Yeah. But you can do a bite without spending blood.
Right,
so.
right. I don't want to use blood.
Difficulty 7 on this.
7? Okay. 1, 2, 2.
2. Okay. Now roll a dice pool of your strength plus 3.
Okay. 3 plus... Wait, strength plus what?
3.
Oh, 3 total?
Uh-huh.
So 6 total.
Difficulty 6.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3.
3. Okay. So you latch onto him and inflict 3 points of damage, and you are now feeding off of him. How much do you want to take?
As much as I can.
Really?
Well, till he's unconscious, okay?
Okay. That's fine. So we'll say that you take, say 5?
Sure. All right.
Okay. Now you continue on.
Yeah.
You get to one of these ship's doors. It says bridge next to it. So you pull that open, run up these stairs, get up to the bridge. And of course you're like looking at a, control panel. It is an older ship, so it's a little more straightforward in that sense.
Yeah.
But I will still need some kind of a roll to figure it out here. Let's see here.
That's not good.
It's going to start with your intelligence.
No. See, she picked the wrong person.
Intelligence plus technology.
I have none.
So you have 1 die.
1 dice.
Okay. You can always spend a willpower to get automatic success.
I will.
And difficulty 6.
Okay. 5. Womp.
All right. So you're...
I don't know.
You're literally the meme of the guy going, oh, as he's like trying to decide which button to push. Anyway, but you spent willpower, so it takes you
at least the go button.
Yeah. Push the left button.
That's right.
But no, I mean, you realize the first thing you have to do is activate the automatic anchor winch.
Okay.
So you do that, and the anchor begins. You hear the ka-chunk, and the meanwhile, you can see from the bridge down onto the deck, there's more guards swarming up from below, and Brunhilde's just taking them all out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So now with the anchor up, we'll need another roll. 1 die.
7?
Nice.
All right.
Okay. So
full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead, exactly. And it's it's got one of those like
levers.
Fancy levers, yeah. So you just engage it and hope for the best, and you feel the floor start to shake as the engines kick on, and the boat starts to like lurch forward,
The ship, I hope.
Yeah, the ship, starts to lurch forward, and
oh no,
you're probably like looking around for like a ship wheel, like
something to steer
where's the
it.
fucking wheel? You know? Like, so.
Is there any way to steer it? Like
make another roll.
5.
Okay, so you're like, I don't know how to control this thing.
Oh no.
So it just starts going forward.
Okay.
So, it was pointed towards the port. So you just watch kind of helplessly as, these wharves get closer and closer.
Oh no.
The good news, of course, being that you're not going to be able to get up to any kind of significant speed with the, 400 yards of space that you have to cover. And so, but you brace yourself for impact, and the
oh my God.
and indeed you can see people like scattering as you're coming in, and the boat kind of like hits one of these piers kind of like at an angle, and just goes shearing into it and gets knocked sideways and goes.
Can I turn off the power?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to turn off the power.
Yeah. Okay. So, you're...
I'm going to leave the control area.
All right.
I'm going to leave the bridge.
So eventually it comes to a rest as it hits some of like the more, like concrete piers and whatnot.
Oh my God. So I'm going to run down to see where the sarcophagus is.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because we didn't even check to see if it was there before doing all this stupid shit.
You gotta strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Right.
Okay, so you run back downstairs to where you remember the thing being. The ship is kind of at a bit of an angle, so it's a little more challenging, but you manage to navigate your way down. And yeah, there it is. There's the sarcophagus. So,
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you descend to the bottom. Fortunately, there's no swarm of rats this time. So,
yeah.
Funniest thing.
But a lot of rat shit, I'm sure.
Fair amount.
Rat
yes.
dirt.
Rat dirt, yeah. And so you get a close-up look, and indeed, it's, what you remember. There's a large ankh carved into the lid of the sarcophagus. And then there's these friezes carved around the exterior that show supplicants worshiping someone and offering up bowls that it is drinking from, and, stuff like that. So, and like I say, it's strapped down to a large pallet with some, cables. So
Okay, so can I kind of move it, like?
Yeah,
push it or
sure. Give me a strength plus athletics roll. It's going to be a difficulty 9.
Okay, yeah, I just try.
Try it.
Oh, I had 1 9 and it got rid of it.
Got canceled.
So, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it budges about a half inch.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, okay. So
I'm just waiting down here.
Yeah. So then at that point, you feel Brunhilde's presence enter the hold. And she's looking down at you from the tween deck, and then she just vaults over the railing and drops down and walks towards you and says, she says, I believe there's a freight elevator that we can use.
All right.
So between the two of you, give me another strength roll. It'll still be difficulty 9. She's gonna do hers as well, and we'll just combine your successes, whatever they may be.
Oh, 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend any blood to give yourself extra strength dots?
Sure. 1.
1. Okay. Roll another die.
No.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. My pleasure. Okay. You got 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. One more. All right. So out of all those dice, I only got 1 success.
Oh.
So don't feel too bad. So you start to move it. Now you can hear alarm klaxons going off, outside. So she's like, push harder.
Okay.
So she's burning some blood as well.
Okay, so again.
Yep.
All right, I'll burn more blood.
All right, you don't have to spend any more. I mean, it's still still in effect. So
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 3, 6.
Oh, there we go. I kind of like it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing.
No worries. I did much better this time.
We have to do it again.
Okay, so I got 3 successes on top of the 3 that you had accrued already. So you managed to heave it into the freight elevator, and soon you are heading up,
Okay.
So you get up to the top of the elevator and haul this thing out, and you see these fire tugs coming in, to start spraying the thing down,
Right.
and you can hear sirens already going off, and so
Is
Brunhilde,
it on fire?
No, but they're just coming in as a precaution.
Right.
They're the first responders, basically. Right. So so you you're out on the deck, and Brunhilde says, she's like, we're just going to have to throw it over the side.
All right, so are we rolling again?
Roll it again.
Oh my god. No, nothing.
Okay.
Nope. What, difficulty 8, right?
9.
9, yeah, no way. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, I got 3.
Jesus.
So she's like lifting from one side and it's like going up and yours is like barely
I
rising.
can't. Yeah.
So she's like, put your back into it.
This is so dumb. I love it.
I know.
This is so stupid in the best way possible. All right. I keep getting things canceled out, so that's a hard no.
Okay.
That's no.
Jesus. All right. So I got 6 successes. So eventually she just kind of like pulls it away from you and is like sort of like one woman like shifting this like 1-ton sarcophagus, and then it just goes sliding over the side, and then there's like a 2-second silence, and then
the pallet smashes.
This pallet just absolutely
obliterated.
obliterates.
The straps break.
Yeah.
So it's just now it's free from its.
Yeah.
So do we jump over the side of the boat
If you'd
or the
like.
ship?
Yes, indeed.
Jump from the ship to the port.
All right.
Oh my god.
So
I want to say I land on top of the sarcophagus.
okay, that's fine.
Just strategically.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering if there's any other people who've been lurking in the shadows waiting for this to happen.
Funny you should mention that. All right, so
Oh my god.
give me a perception plus alertness roll, please.
Yes. Find details.
Yep.
Perception plus alertness. Difficulty what?
7.
Dude, I keep getting shit canceled. 1, 2, 2.
Okay. So yeah, you look around, and sure enough, you see some forms like darting from one building to a stack of containers and back, and Brunhilde's looking around, and she's like, where is the fucking van? And then as soon as she says that, the van comes tearing around the corner.
Nice.
Starts driving up, and but simultaneous to that,
How are we gonna put this in a van? Like,
simultaneous to that, someone starts walking out from the shadows.
yes.
Okay.
who is it?
So it's someone you've never seen before.
Oh damn. All right.
You're like, I want some familiar
I
faces.
would love some familiar faces.
Look, you just got to go to the right places, man. I've been giving you some spots to go to. It's just events have intervened.
1.
Well, now you know. So,
So unfamiliar person walking up.
what you see is a wall of a man. He's at least 8 feet tall.
This is the sheriff, I think.
His shoulders are like 4 feet broad.
Jesus.
He's just wearing this like giant duster, right?
That was the style at the time.
He has like sort of like black features, African features, but his skin is like this sort of very dark purple color. And his hands are like, gigantic, like they're like the size of your head essentially. And one of them is holding a like giant meat cleaver sized blade.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Blade?
Mm-hmm. Blade? Walking beside him is a man who is dwarfed by his presence and would be a little shorter than you as well. He's blonde, very well coiffed, well dressed. He's wearing this like black suit with black tie, black shirt, all black.
Yeah.
Very white, very Aryan looking kind of guy, and he's got his hands in his pockets, and he's got this big smile on his face, and he says, "Oh there, thank you so much for retrieving the sarcophagus for us."
I like a Brunhilde.
Her eyes narrow. Meanwhile, the vans come to a screeching halt.
Because they're like between us and the the van, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and she looks at you, and she says, keep them busy.
Hi. I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding here.
So they've stopped. And of course, the Valkyries have come out.
Yeah.
You can see that there's other kindred and possibly ghouls.
Yep.
Sort of, in a semicircle around this little open area that you're in. The ship is like looming over you above, and so the guy says, "Oh, no misunderstanding. I'm sorry. My name, I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I am the Prince of Los Angeles, Sebastian LaCroix, and I claim this sarcophagus as the rightful salvage due to me as Prince."
Oh, that's not the misunderstanding I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about the fact that you think that there's a prince in Los Angeles, and then claws out. Here we go.
Nice.
Here we go.
Blood point for that.
Yep.
All right. Going in.
I am going in.
Okay.
Yeah, Dex plus Brawl is my claws.
Okay.
And I'm swift.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So you, we'll need some initiative.
Yes. Dex plus wits plus a D10 plus my celerity.
Right. So Dex plus wits as a number rather than as a dice
so
pool.
yeah, Dex plus wits. So that's 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay.
Plus a D10 plus my celerity. But wait, so celerity is combined in that number as well?
Yes.
So that's 10 plus a D10.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, let's go. 17.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Let me just get this guy's stats in front of me here. Of course, the sheriff steps forward.
I mean, that's who I'm dealing with.
All right.
Edie agrees.
Oh, in what way?
She looked up at me when I said that.
Aw. Very nice. Okay, here we go. 16, so... Aha!
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
You're going in.
I'm going in.
All right. Do it.
So that's going to be Dex plus... Oh my God. Sorry, I'm so excited. 5 plus Dex plus Brawl. And the swiftness. If I get a 10, I will re-roll that. What's the difficulty?
6.
6.
Oh, 6.
Okay. Get rid of that one. Oh.
Yes.
Did I roll 3 10s? I rolled 3 10s.
Nice.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-huh. Oh, you're still going.
Shit! 4. I rolled a 1 and a 10 again on my 3, and fuck, I could have re-rolled again. But 4 is respectable.
That's very respectable.
Respectable?
All right, so he is going to. I'm going to give him a willpower roll to.
Oh. What?
You can, if you get attacked, you can do a willpower roll to try and sort of abort to a defensive maneuver.
Okay.
So let's see here. As long as you make a successful willpower roll, or a willpower point is spent. Okay, I'll just do that.
Right.
So he's going to try to parry you.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. How many successes did you have?
4.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's gonna try and parry you with his giant fuck off sword.
Oh my God.
Let's see here.
No, this could be bad, David.
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. All right, that helps.
Good. So let's see here. Let's see, attacker gets more successes. If any are used to hit. Okay. All right. So he got 2 successes. So that does reduce your successes to 2.
Okay.
Okay. So you are going to roll strength plus 3 damage.
6 dice total.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
6.
6, sorry. All right. Oh, fail. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
It was just like, a 7 and then
Yeah.
1. The
What?
ones.
Oh, the ones. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is the part of the the game that can be the most aggravating.
It is, but I don't care because it's part of what's forming the story.
Absolutely. Okay, let me just make a couple
This music
notes
is
here.
very elegiac.
Yeah, come on, Heat soundtrack. We don't need you right now.
No, not right now.
All right. There we go.
All right.
So a little bit. Okay, so but that was his action. He had to.
Okay.
You put him on the back foot. So,
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Let's see here. Do we roll?
You're
Yeah,
gonna do
we're rolling.
initiative.
We're rolling every round.
Initiative
That's-
for every round.
Yeah, in Chronicles, it's just the one time.
Okay.
but
all right.
keeps it exciting and dynamic.
12.
I got a 13.
Shit.
Okay. Let's see, and then gonna have him spend a blood.
Oh, so what did I do to him? I just came thrashing at him with my claws.
right.
And like,
So
what damage did I cause him?
You did hit him. You know, he sort of like fended you off a little bit with his blade, but you still managed to like kind of land a blow on him. But your
like
claws,
his shoulder blade, maybe.
Yeah, but
or no,
your-
his top of his shoulder.
right? But then your claws just kind of rake through the cloth. You know, kind of like tears his duster a
Okay,
little bit.
yeah.
Maybe small laceration, but it wasn't enough
Yeah,
to cause
no.
any. You know,
Yeah. Okay. I just needed the
any
descriptor
damage.
there.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I know.
Get caught up on my, you know. All right, so I'm going to have him spend a little bit of blood there.
Oh, I can spend blood as well.
Yes, you can.
Shit. Why didn't I? Oh, goddamn.
How much blood do you have to work with?
I have a ton to work with.
Oh, okay.
Ton.
All right. Well, that's good then. That's very good.
Shit.
Actually, only 3 successes.
Okay.
3 successes. So, question is, do you want to abort to a defensive maneuver, or do you just want to take the...
No, I'll
Take the
go to
hit.
defensive.
Okay. So, let's see. That would be a dodge for you.
Dodge is Dex plus Athletics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5. And I'm swift. Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Saying this.
Yeah. 10s count as 2.
They do.
Huh? Huh?
3 10s.
Whoa. Okay, you're good. No, what are you doing?
I'm re-rolling my 10s.
No. They count as 2 successes. They're not 10 against.
2 for 6, then 6.
6. There we go. Got to get out of that habit. So
Sorry.
it's all right. So
I was re-rolling other ones,
were you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well.
but they weren't very successful.
Okay.
So I just count them as 2s.
10. Hold on. 10s only count as 2 successes if a specialty applies.
Yeah, which it usually always does for me.
Oftentimes, yes. The 10 again is not a thing.
All right.
Okay. All right. So he got. So you got 6 successes. So that more than cancels out his.
All those rerolls, by the way, I maybe got 1 out of the whole things
Yeah,
that
that's
I'd
fine.
done.
Yeah. It's not a
Or
big deal.
out of all the rolls, I would say, not things.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so
I'm
that
not
does.
trying to cheat. That would be stupid.
I'm not. Why would I think you were cheating?
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying in general.
Okay, so that did count as an action for you, but since you have celerity, you can do another action. It's just you wouldn't get your celerity dice. So,
That's fine.
yep. So you
I don't
wanna,
think I've been using my celerity dice.
Okay, got to remember to do that too.
When am I don't
Celerity adds to your dex pool.
to my dex pool.
Yeah. So your dex is 5, correct?
So it's 7.
Right.
All right. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
That doesn't even make any sense.
What? What do you mean?
No, I'm just my writing. I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to like add all my stuff.
I see.
Okay. All right. What did you say? What am I doing?
Okay. So in this instance, you're not adding those 2 dice.
Right.
You're just
I'm
you're
just doing
doing
a
your
move.
second action.
I'm doing a second action.
So it's going to be dex plus brawl.
Right.
Okay.
Dex plus brawl.
To attack him.
Am I using? Yeah, I know. I'm attacking him. Am I doing like my claws or anything?
Yes, that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can try other tactics. You can try and like sweep him or
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
kick him or whatever.
Right,
you know.
right. Okay. 8, right?
No, 6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in this case, he doesn't have an option to do a defensive maneuver, so you are going to be rolling strength plus 7 dice.
Okay, that's 10 total. 2, 3, 8. 2 more here. Let's do it. We'll see.
Difficulty 6.
These big dice pools are never really like the payoff you think they're going to be.
Well, true. You never know.
Okay, so I was counting to make sure I had the right amount.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to get?
6s.
Okay. That's 1 out. 10 still count as 2?
No.
No. 1, 2.
2. Okay. All right.
So 10s only count as 2 for actions, not damage.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So we've got, what was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you did 2.
Yeah.
All right. So he is now
It's
hurt.
claws, so it's aggravated.
It is aggro, yes. And he is hurt now, so he's going to lose 1 die. All right. So you're sort of dimly aware of the sound of gunfire. And you can hear LaCroix shouting something at the sheriff. So let's roll initiative.
Okay.
10 for me this time.
18.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to get rid of that prince.
Oh, okay.
I don't even want to mess with this guy anymore.
Shit.
He's whatever.
Damn. All
I
right.
need to get rid of this prince.
You're going after the prince. Oh, my God.
Why?
Do it. Just go. Just go.
Is this bad?
No. You're totally within your rights to do it. Yeah. All right. What?
So stupid.
What is stupid?
I'm me. All right. So Dex plus Brawl.
All right.
I'm going to leap over because I'm sure he's sticking close by-ish.
Oh yeah,
right?
he's on top of you.
The prince, I mean.
Oh, he's close enough that you can run up on him. Let me just, since this is like now we're really getting into it.
Nitty gritty.
Okay. Oh, it costs you blood points to take extra actions. So deduct 1 blood point from the last one.
All right, I'm going to use blood on this as well, by the way.
Okay.
So I'm deducting 2.
Okay.
So that's 4. I get 4 blood points per turn.
Yeah.
So I use 4 extra dice.
Okay, so let's see on that one. Because
I can use blood per turn, 4 per turn.
4 per turn. I just want to see if there are maximums that you can apply. What generation are you?
Baby, I am 7th.
7th. Max trait rating is 6. So
I don't know what that means.
Well, what are you trying to pump up?
Max trait is 6.
Yep.
I'm gonna increase my brawl.
No, this is only
Attributes
your
only?
strength, dex, or stamina.
Oh, so I'm gonna tackle the prince then. I'm gonna use strength.
Okay, so yeah, tackle. Yep, that is strength. So what is your strength currently at?
3.
Okay, so you can spend 3 blood points and make it a 6.
Okay. 1, 2, okay. Yeah. So that's gonna be the 5. So you have that.
Oh, let me roll his initiative for whatever it's worth.
5.
No, absolutely not. Okay.
Brawl is 3, and then strength is tackle, strength plus brawl. I'm counting to make sure. I mean, this is like when it gets very
no, we gotta be.
So I just want to be as precise as possible, not fucking up the rules like I was for the past 30 minutes.
Oh, you were not.
5.
Not
Okay, so if my strength is 5, my brawl is 3.
Strength is 6, actually.
Oh, strength is 6.
Yes.
See, this is it. Strength is now 6. Brawl is 3.
Yep.
And tackling is a special, like that's what I use strength for.
Strength plus
but it's
brawl.
not a special aspect of my strength.
Exactly.
Okay. I just wrote that down for myself. Like I have a lot of
What?
I have a lot of really good notes. Dice just
drop a die. Okay.
I'll just add this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, the dog needs some moral support right now.
She does.
She's very tense
"Give me
about
pets."
this roll. Okay, it's
Aw.
okay. You're very good.
Yeesh.
You're a very good dog. All the time. You're always good. You're never bad. All right. So
Difficulty 6.
6.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
Jesus.
Okay, let's get rid of that. And that. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Okay. He's going to try and dodge,
Okay,
of course.
Of course. That's within his rights to do.
Yeah, and he can spend blood too, you know.
Can't spend blood. I wouldn't expect a prince to not spend any blood.
Absolutely. Okay.
No, that's not.
How many did you get?
4.
I got 4 as well.
Ooh.
So he somehow
Nice.
dodges out of the way of your celerity fueled flying tackle.
I didn't
You
add.
don't get it
I
because
don't
of
get it 'cause of
multiple
the
action.
multiple. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's go on to the next round. Initiative.
Initiative. Here we go.
Hey, 16, baby.
17.
Fuck.
Thanks to a Naja dice. Yeah.
All right. So 8 for the prince.
These are from the dice that she made me.
Oh, nice.
Okay. What?
The prince got 8, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. So are you still gonna try and tackle him or what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I want to. Oh, but I've already used the blood. Is it still in play or no? I have to use 3 more points.
no. The blood pool or the blood point spend.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Applies for the remainder of the scene.
Okay, so that's 6 strength,
Yes.
3 plus brawl, right? And we're doing that.
Okay, go for
Difficulty 6, you said?
it. Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh no!
What do you got?
Oh, 1.
1 success. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, so let's see. That's that. Okay, right. Woo. I got, wow, 6 successes. Jesus. All right. So yeah, he's backpedaling. He's zigging when you zag, etc. So you're sort of chasing him around. You know.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep chasing him.
Yeah, and he's like, help, like so. All right, so I'm gonna say that first we're gonna do the sheriff. So let me see here. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then there's that. Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
That's a lot of dice.
Uh-huh.
All right, 1, 2. And also a lot of 1s. So
Yeah, I know. That's the thing with the more dice. There's always a chance for more 1s.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nevertheless, I got 3 successes.
All right, that's all right.
Yeah. And let's see here. What are we doing? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then okay.
No.
Okay. And then
Edie's watching you very intently.
okay. So you're chasing the prince around, and then suddenly it feels like you just got hit by a Mack truck. 2 can play the tackling game.
Oh no!
So the sheriff has come in behind you and just absolutely flattened you, and he's now on top of you.
No.
And
I'm gonna turn into a coyote.
turning into
A bat.
Bat?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I'm gonna bat my way out of there.
bat your way out. All right.
All right, what is this?
All right. Let's see here.
There's some vocals or.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. All right. So let's see. All right. So you're going to turn into a bat, you say?
I'm hoping.
Okay. Well, I mean, you spend a point of blood.
Yeah.
Okay. To turn into a bat. Let's roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, that was the edge. Up on edge.
Okay.
13.
14. Okay. So, in this instance,
I've already spent the blood.
yeah. So he's going to try and hold you as you turn into a bat.
I'm gonna bite him. That's right.
Okay, so this is a clinch, I suppose, is how this would be counted. C is... Oh, okay. Interesting. We're getting all fancy here. All right. 7. Okay. Okay, there's 1 that was not canceled. And then... Okay. So as you turn into a bat, he's those aforementioned giant hands are like holding you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Try to bite him
with your bat teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll Dex plus Brawl.
Wow, I could not get more ones. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 ones to cancel out my 3 successes.
Okay. So he's holding you in his hands. He stands up, and you note with your super sensitive bat hearing that there's no more gunfire. And then you hear LaCroix, and he says, "Well done, whoever you are. Your compatriots made their escape."
Can I go back into a person?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to go back into a person. He can't hold me as a person.
Well, the clinch carries on, so he's holding you by your shoulders now.
Okay.
But LaCroix's looking at you, and he says, "Gangrel, I suppose."
Don't even answer.
I'm always in the market for able foot soldiers, and you are quite able. And he looks up at the sheriff and he says, "Very few can stand toe to toe with my sheriff, you know."
Can I go now?
I would like to perhaps ask you a few questions, if that's all right. Although we should be making tracks, as they say.
I shrug.
Siren sounds are getting closer.
It's your kingdom.
Indeed. And so he's like, "Come, boys." And, a few kindred emerge from the shadows. And
anyone I recognize?
Oh, are there any traitors in in your midst? Right?
There's mention of Gloria.
Yeah,
trying to side with the prince and get on his good side.
I like that. Yeah, Gloria's there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
She knows me, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So she sees you more clearly, and and she looks at LaCroix, and she says, "Y'all are lucky to be walking away with your heads. I know that guy." And LaCroix is like, "Oh, indeed." And she looks at the sheriff and she's like, "You can take your paws off of him. He's an honorable guy."
The hell? What the hell?
So you feel him release his grip on you, his kung fu grip. And she says, "Prince LaCroix, let me introduce you to Aaron Evans." And LaCroix says, "I've heard of you." So, next scene. Cut to. You are in the penthouse apartment of Prince LaCroix.
Looking like a wreck, as per usual. Hair crazy. Shirt almost practically torn off my body.
Okay. I like it. That's hot.
Fur showing on my arms or whatever. Eyes are full coyote mode.
Fur. All right.
I'm just whiskers popping.
I think the fur is starting to dissipate, though.
Yeah,
it's been a couple days, so you're perhaps relieved to see it's not going to be permanent.
It's patchy. Still, there's still fur.
Yeah, you ran your hands over it and it comes off,
I feel like one of my jean legs is destroyed.
Yeah. You have a
boots.
raspberry on your on your knee.
Yeah.
Boots are scuffed. All right. I mean, here's the thing. I know it's frustrating to get captured, but
I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. Yeah.
You did exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah.
When facing the sheriff, which is get in real close so he can't swing that gigantic.
Dude, that's the thing. That's what I was thinking. Because I'm just that's gonna be the end of me.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So LaCroix has offered you a goblet of warm blood.
I drink it down.
Okay, so you get a blood point back.
Okay.
This is much better quality than what you had at the asp hole.
Right.
And he's saying
where are we overlooking? What are we seeing?
Oh, yes,
out the
yes.
window?
Thank you.
And what does the apartment look like and stuff?
So this is like a very fancy penthouse apartment. It's like actually sort of two-story. It takes up 2 stories because it has such high ceilings. And it's done up to look like, it reminds you a lot of Louis' pad because it's done to look very like Rococo style with like a lot of marble and gilded filigree. But it's a little less intentionally old fashioned, like the couches are modern and, there's like a glass coffee table, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, you have a nice view. Basically you're in, so, the building that you fought Muhammad on top of, right? That was the Bank of the West building or whatever.
Interstate Bank.
Yeah.
I think.
So this one is like, it's the one next to it, basically.
Oh, okay.
Let me get a picture. You'll recognize it.
So we're looking at a Los Angeles skyline.
You're looking out from the Los Angeles
You'll
skyline.
see the cylindrical white building. That's the Interstate Bank building, or formerly Interstate. I'm sure it's something else now.
No, at this point.
And then that's where I killed Muhammad, sadly.
And then this is the one.
But people don't know I did that.
I know.
I think.
This is the one that has that sort of curved front. It's almost like ship-like,
I thought that was the Interstate Bank building.
No, the Interstate Bank building is closely related.
Oh, it's similar.
Yes. This one is like rectangular but with sort of a curved front.
Okay, so it's like flat in the back and then curved in the front. But it's still cylindrical. I mean, it's still pretty narrow as skyscrapers go.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It's almost ship-like,
as
really.
opposed to the full cylinder of the Interstate Bank building.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And this one's a little more silvery. And then the Interstate Bank is like kind of white. So.
It's white, yeah. And like green.
Yeah.
It's the building that gets shot on Independence Day and all the people on top of the roof.
So it's that one.
Yeah.
And then
Looks more like a citadel.
It does actually. It's very castle-like.
Okay.
Right.
But the one that he's in, it has a flat back, rectangular, and then a curved in the front.
Yeah. Okay. And it is located. It is in downtown.
Yes.
And it is on 8th Street.
Okay.
8th Street and Figueroa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
we're overlooking.
Yeah, you're overlooking the city. Let's see. So just looking at the map here to kind of orient myself. All right. So it's about 5 blocks north of the Civic Center.
Okay.
And
I know that place well. That's Aaron.
That's right. So so it's not quite in the Bunker Hill area, but it's nearby.
Adjacent.
Yeah. Okay. You're near Wilshire, basically.
Right.
Okay.
So
and
Bunker Hill was Charlotte's old stomping ground.
Indeed. So so you've actually got a nice view of that part of town. It looks very sophisticated. It's very urban, very, like
glass,
big city kind of vibes, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's your view.
Okay.
So you've got LaCroix, the sheriff, Gloria, a couple of his, enforcers, right? All kindred, yes. And then, he's just kind of, he's chatting with you, and he's saying I arrived in town, I think, shortly after you went missing. What happened?
Missing? Who reported me missing? What, was my face on a milk carton?
See, now you can mouth off as much as you want. So Gloria says, you disappeared during the riots. A lot of us thought you'd suffered final death somewhere.
I'm used to being underestimated, so I could see you'd think that, but I'm alive and well. I kind of smile awkwardly.
And LaCroix says, aren't we all? But your reputation precedes you, and you are a powerful neonate.
What do you know about me? I don't.
Oh, I know all about you, Mr. Evans. Your sire, for one.
Well, everyone knows that. That's old news. She's long gone.
Indeed, and the role that you played in that.
And played in what?
Eliminating her.
I did nothing to. I didn't do anything to get Karen killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The rumor has it that you teamed up with a hunter to take her out.
I don't know any hunters.
Indeed.
Charisma plus expression?
Charisma plus subterfuge if you're trying to be charming in your lies.
Okay.
Yeah.
4. I'm disarming.
Great. 10s will count as 2 successes.
Subterfuge, which is 2. Thanks.
That's right.
Past me.
That's right. You're now a vampire level subterfuge.
Difficulty what?
8.
8. Shit. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so one fell out of my hand.
Oh,
yay. 1, 2, 3. 3.
great. I like that their example difficulty here for difficulty 8 is convincing a cop this isn't your cocaine. So this is about on that level.
Yeah, it is. I don't know any hunters. It wasn't me.
What's a hunter?
What's a hunter?
What's a gun? So 3 successes?
Yeah, 3.
Okay. All right. So he just shrugs and he says, well, yes, of course, gossip is notoriously unreliable. That's why we have our own methods for ascertaining the truth. I'm most curious about what your connection is to the sarcophagus that has now been stolen out from under me by your companions. I assume you know them as well.
Vaguely know them.
Give me another roll. I vaguely know them. I mean, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
So this will be
kinda
difficulty 7, actually.
Okay.
It's easier to tell a lie that's couched in truth. As opposed to just like, I don't know any hunters.
Right. I vaguely know them. Difficulty what?
7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. Oh,
5.
5. There you go. You got it. You got
it. Well, I was getting it ever since. Okay, it was a 10.
All right. So you sell this lie even better than the last one. And he says, I see. Just doing a bit of mercenary work, eh? Well, that's fine. That's fine. We all have our price.
I wasn't getting paid. I say, I can't help myself.
You're such an idiot. All right, so
I wasn't getting paid.
I wasn't getting paid. and he smiles and he says, perhaps not in cold hard cash, but yeah, well, I'll find out. I'll find out who they were.
Sure. If you find out, let me know.
So you hear a door open and close.
Oh, God.
And, okay, so...
Oh, what new horrors await me?
Pause.
Shit. No.
I have to double check something with you because I tried to ascertain this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure.
Your source is still working on it.
Well, my source is still working on it. I also was trying to ascertain this because I couldn't remember.
Well, let's see. It's fine. No spoilies.
No, it's not any spoilies. But if I were to say, if the prince were to say,
if he were to say, "Hey, remember Cock Robin?"
Yeah, right.
I would be shitting.
Right, but no. But he says, glad you could make it out on such short notice, Ambeline.
Vaguely familiar.
Is she's not...
Ambeline is, she was working with, okay, just give me 2 seconds here.
Yes.
Ambeline is working, fuck, no. She was working.
Oh my God, it's all coming back.
She was working with, Tremere, right?
Yes.
She's working with the Tremere who were trying to help / procure Charlotte. Mm-hmm. So she was one of the trio.
Yes.
So there was the leader who is...
Well,
what's his name?
Siraj, who was a turncoat.
And Ambeline, and then there was the crazy one,
Luca,
who's nuts,
who did die. Yes,
Ambeline.
I couldn't remember if Ambeline died or not.
No, Ambeline was still there, so she's like the lone Tremere remaining. I don't know where
Good.
Siraj is, but bless. One of my faves.
Right. So you look over and you see a woman walking in. Now, the funny thing is...
white hair.
Exactly. So now, because we're watching Severance, I'm picturing her
Patricia
as
Arquette,
Patricia
Miss Harmony.
Arquette. Yes.
Oh.
So she has that kind of like
that,
demeanor about her. Very serious, very grim, cold.
Like, she's pretty, but you can't tell because her personality is so severe.
Yeah. And kind of, like...
But like white hair. Piercing green eyes.
Curvaceous, but like beneath this like tweed, suit and skirt.
Yeah, because I feel like she was like French or something.
Right, exactly.
Like she's very, just fucking French.
Yeah.
It's like, spiky.
Uh-huh.
Right? But cold.
Yeah. So she just says, happy to be of assistance, Prince. And LaCroix,
I don't think Aaron's ever seen her.
No.
He doesn't know who she is. Okay.
So LaCroix says, we have here the famous Aaron Evans. And I would very much like for you to work with him to ascertain why he is up here in my penthouse at the moment.
You brought me here. She drove me here. You brought me here. That's the only reason I'm here. I'd be happy to just leave and get back on the street, which is where I belong.
So she's like walking towards you the time you're like sort of babbling. Again, very emotionless.
It's feeling like a Kurt Russell-esque trying to get out of something. Big Trouble Little China. Like, I just need to get back on the street. I really don't want to bother you anymore.
Or like Cruising, where the dude just walks in and slaps the guy and then walks back out.
Everybody watch Cruising. You won't be prepared, but some of you might. But the rest of you may not be. Yes. I would say 30% of you are ready for it. The rest, just... you should watch it. It's very interesting.
What is your current willpower, please?
Well, good thing I used 3 of them, but current is fucking 4, so I'm screwed. Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my. I'm going to sing like a damn canary.
Oh, you will not need to sing, Mr. Evans. No.
No, I'm not going to say that out loud. But maybe she says that to me. Maybe I'm thinking that, and her thought unbidden comes into my brain saying that, and I'm like, oh shit.
And that is exactly what is happening. So you hear her thought. I love them. I love them.
So as much I love it because it's almost like a counter to Gangrels.
Yeah.
They're almost like if you want to do like on a wheel,
yeah.
which clans oppose each other in terms of the mental temerity and then the clannishness of them and the groupness of them.
Right.
Gangrel exact opposite, totally physical and like leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me alone.
It's so weird.
It is.
Ooh, it's creepy.
Which
it's
is why
matter and antimatter.
Which is why the Tremere, have their history with using the gangrel
as gargoyles.
Gargoyles,
fucked up shit.
Exactly.
Makes me think of Lobo.
See, this is why I want to do a group Tremere Chantry game. Because if we have like 4 players, let's say,
you're wrong.
We can have 3 Tremere, and then Rainey can play her gargoyle, which I know she wants to play a gargoyle.
We fooled you again.
All right, so
our writers made it up.
You hear her voice in your head, and then yeah, and she says you won't need to do any sing. Oh, actually, no. She says you won't need to do any singing, Mr. Bell. And then, and then you begin to see all these images come up before you, and
meant like in my mind.
In your mind, where first it's like the immediate memories of helping, getting this sarcophagus off the ship. Then there's the memory of you going in with Beckett and seeing the sarcophagus.
Shit.
Then there's the memory of you being down in the first city and seeing the sarcophagus with Irena, and watching her escape with it. And at that point, you no longer feel Ombeline in your head, and she just looks at LaCroix and she says, it's the one who's running the Succubus Club. And LaCroix nods, and he says, "Very well." But she
Succubus Club?
But she says, "There's something more, though." And she leans in to whisper to him. You can make a perception plus alertness roll.
Perception plus alertness. Alertness. Fine details?
No.
Sound details?
Sound details. If you had like keen hearing, maybe. But,
right,
yeah.
all right.
And
I'm going to use some blood on this. I'm actually going to use more willpower since it's already fucked as it is.
oh yeah, spend a willpower point. Get an
Okay.
automatic success. Difficulty 8.
Okay. 8.
Yep.
3.
Whoa, plus the 1.
Yeah.
So 4 successes.
No. Just 3.
Oh, 3.
So 2. 1 got
That's
canceled
fine.
out.
3 is a complete success, as they say. So despite her trying to whisper as quietly as possible, your keen vampiric hearing picks it up, and she's saying he is related to Brunhilde, and she is here. And so LaCroix's, despite himself, his eyebrows kind of go up a little bit, and he says, thank you very much for your cooperation, Mr. Evans. I hope that our next meeting will be under much more felicitous circumstances. You are free to go.
I just don't see anything else. I just turn around and walk away. Mm-hmm. Just turn around and walk away.
Okay.
As much as I want to do a little snappy, I'm not. Because that was fucked up. What just happened?
Yeah.
That was incredibly disturbing.
Yeah.
I'm super disturbed.
Yeah.
So not only did my grandsire just like fucking wallop me, then I try to take the prince out, get captured. They delve into my brain unbidden. Horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit, I don't know what to do.
Okay. So, you...
So at this point, it's like 1:30 or 2.
Oh, yeah. I stopped tracking the time. Naughty me. All right. So let's see here. The heist went off at 1:45, so let's say it's 2 o'clock.
2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you exit the apartment into a little foyer that has a private elevator, takes you down to the lobby of the building. You walk out past the no doubt ghouled, night watchman, and you exit out onto Figueroa. And suddenly you're out there in the crisp night air. It rained while you were inside, so the streets are slick and the air is fresh. And directly across the street is one of those ugly plywood facades that are sort of, demarcating a construction zone as the 90s skyscraper boom continues unabated. But you see that it is plastered with flyers. And as soon as you see the flyer, you're like, oh, I've been seeing this all over town. It just didn't click with me. But there is a flyer.
What?
When I say I was up late in hyperfocus mode.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's the flyer.
Succubus Club. October 28th to November 3rd. I don't have that kind of time. And there's like, okay, so there's a Succubus Club at the top. It's all like splattered, marble-y thing. There's a lady with her arms up with ugly-ass tribal tattoos. Yep. She looks like she is in ecstasy, and there are little gummy bears with bows on their heads at the bottom bordering this image.
Rainbow colored.
October 28th to November 3rd, 1998. Well,
that is an actual rave flyer. I just changed the text.
I love it. Yeah. It's so good. All right. I need to find this place.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn back, ask the security guard. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Where's this Succubus Club?
So he looks up from his, reading, and he's like, hell if I know, man. Do I look like the kind of guy who goes to places like that?
You work for vampires.
So he just starts whistling and he goes back to reading.
Okay, I'm going to head out.
You work for vampires.
So I'm going to start looking around for this place.
What do you want to do?
I just want to find somebody or something. Like, I'm going to follow where the flyers are, I guess.
All right, so you start pounding the pavement.
Yeah.
All right, so do me a roll.
Oh, man.
It's going to be streetwise.
Okay.
Plus wits.
Okay, cool. So that's a 6. A solid 6 for me.
Okay, not bad. And we'll put it at difficulty 7.
Aww. 1. 2, 3, 4.
Jesus. All right. So, I'm going to say you're only walking around for maybe a half hour. Mm-hmm. And the
trying
flyers
to clear my head. Like I still feel like it just feels weird. Like it feels heavy and like empty at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like the closest to a hangover I think that he's felt in a decade. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Exactly.
It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, you got your undead brain squeezed.
Yeah, it's not good.
By the way, in my research trying to find a good flyer, because most of them were awful.
I'm sure.
I ran across that there is a kind of, I don't know, rave type nightclub. I think it's on the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
It's either New York City or DC. I forget. Anyway, just Google it, folks. It is called the Succubus Club. And I was tempted to use their flyer.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's got Blade on it. And I looked it up, and Blade came out in August of 1998. So,
I mean,
right?
That's funny as hell.
And they actually have a blood sprinkler system set up, so they do a blood rave like every
the damn
Halloween.
Living the dream.
Yeah,
dude, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
Anyway, all right. So, you're only walking around for about a half hour when and the flyers aren't any help. They don't give an address or anything. Which, like, again, I was looking at the Succubus Club's Instagram, and it was like, you have to like DM them on Instagram, and that with your phone number, and then they will text you like an hour before, whatever their event is with the location and the time.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Very cloak and dagger. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so you're only walking around for about a half hour. You see a few more of these flyers, and then you spot a very nondescript little like cafe type business front, right? Looks like it's maybe been there for like decades, right? Like it was maybe it really was once, like a little coffee shop or whatever back when downtown LA was more kind of the central hub of the city.
Okay.
Right? The sort of gold 40 style lettering that's on the front window just says the last round.
Oh.
And but the glass is sort of blackout tinted. So
I'll walk toward it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go there.
All right. So, unlike Taste of LA, there's no velvet rope. There's no line to get in.
Right.
You just open the door and head in. And
looking a mess. Looking like bedraggled.
Not exactly the grand return you would have planned.
Prodigal son.
That's right. There you go.
Ripped to shreds.
There you go. And so there's it's diner style. There's a long bar. There's some booths. There's like a curtained passageway back and further into the building, and you see sitting on one of the diner stools is your old pal you haven't seen in a long time, Smiling Jack.
Oh.
And he sort of turns in his seat a little bit to see who just came in, and he just gives you a little nod. He doesn't seem to recognize you, and then goes back to sipping from his mug of blood and reading the paper.
Who's serving everybody?
So whoever it is, they're not behind the bar at the moment, but it just seems like a kind of a quiet night here at the last round.
So I'll sit down, like adjacent to him.
Okay. So he looks up again and he says, "How you doing?"
Okay.
So he puts his hand out. "Jack's my name."
I know. I'm Aaron Evans. We met before.
So you see like the little wheels turning, and he's like, "Ah, shit, man!" And he like jumps up, and he's like, "Holy shit! All right, like I've heard from 5 different people that you were dead, that you were in torpor, that you left LA, that you were just like hiding out. What the fuck, man? Look at you! Like what? Did you just crawl out of the ocean?"
Pretty much.
All right, come over here. And he like, motions for you to come over to to a booth. And then he looks around. He's like bangs the counter. He's like, "Hey, god damn it!" And he like just reaches over the counter and gets a fresh mug, and then fills it with some blood.
All right.
And he brings it over. So you get another blood point.
All right.
He's like, "Service around here is shit." Anyway. Tell me what's up. What's going on, man?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not dead, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are, but, I get you.
But Karen's dead.
Yeah. I heard about that. That's crazy shit.
Yeah, I just had to get away for a while.
Okay. All right.
That was when the riots were happening.
I get that. Yeah. I mean, you know me. I come and go.
Yeah.
But this place changed a lot since the last time I was here, so I totally get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not the same,
I just met the prince.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I almost tried to get rid of him, but...
You tried to get rid of him?
Yeah. Something happened down at the port.
Yeah. Was that something about 8 feet tall and 500 pounds?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how he maintains his whatever amount of power he's been able to consolidate up to this point.
He has other things, too. Like some woman read my mind.
Tremere, I suppose.
I don't know what that is, but it was not pleasant.
The warlocks, the blood sorcerers.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there aren't too many of them around here. At least there weren't before the Camarilla came in. They're Camarilla through and through.
Yeah, what happened? Why? I mean, where's Jeremy? He wasn't perfect, but it was something.
Yeah, he took off, and I don't know. I heard a rumor that he left to go find Marguerite. But yeah, it's been 4 years since he left. So something might have found him first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, have you seen Arena around?
Yeah, I just saw her on Friday because she rolled in with her crew.
What?
Well, they've been kind of touring the West Coast, Southwest. They've got this whole rave thing going on.
Succubus Club.
That's the one. Yeah, absolutely.
Where's
little tip of the hat to the old Chicago club, I guess.
Where is it at? Do you know?
Shit, I don't know. Nines would know. He's in the back.
Oh, shit. I don't think Nines likes me very much, I say.
No? All right. Well, I can ask him for you if you like. Yeah, sure, man. But first, you gotta tell me what you've been up to. Like, you left town? Where'd you go?
Mostly just laying low.
Yeah. All right.
Just trying to stay away.
All right. You don't have to tell me. That's all right.
Well,
that's
I have
all
been
right.
to Vegas, so I'll tell him about my other road trips.
Yeah. Well, that's always a good time.
Tell him about Vegas. Tell him about New Mexico, Raton Pass, and all these different things that I've seen.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
But I really want to check out this club.
Yeah, sure thing. All right. All
I
right.
look horrible.
I can take a hint. All right, so he slides out of the booth. He's like, "I'll be right back." So he goes walking back through the curtain, and he's gone for about 5 minutes. He comes back out. And he says, "I played it nice and discreet. He doesn't know you're here. I won't tell him shit."
Thanks.
He's not a bad guy,
I know, but...
And he's probably the most powerful baron in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah, but we didn't leave on really good terms.
Right. I did hear about Salvador.
What about him?
He got murdered.
He did.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Some Crips and Blood shit.
Yeah.
And Salvador wasn't
and then
perfect.
They turned out to be Sabbath. Probably partly an inside job. So I'll tell you, if Nines ever finds out who betrayed his sire, it's not going to be pretty. He's like looking at you very intently, either because he's just trying to acknowledge the gravity of the situation, or perhaps he's trying to send you a secret message. Hard to say.
I just need a Succubus Club.
I need a Succubus Club. Yeah, right. All right. So he like fishes a piece of paper out of his pocket. And he's like, it's all the way out in Pomona. So,
What?
Have fun with that.
God damn, why?
Well, they rent out these empty venues.
All right.
These warehouses,
Okay.
whatnot,
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Don't be a stranger. Eh?
No, I'll be around again. Thanks.
All right.
So I leave. Find a payphone. Call a cab.
All right. Night cab.
No, the driver.
You're gonna call the driver. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Derek needs to get me a vehicle.
Yeah, he does. So, yeah, it is currently the 2nd.
Right.
So, if you can secure a car by tomorrow night, you can make it out for the last night. If you're so
Yeah,
inclined.
let's do that instead.
Okay.
I was just wanting to go out now,
Right. No, I get it.
But
This will give you a chance to get cleaned up.
yeah,
and,
I want to look presentable. So just back to Derek's, please.
Okay. All right. So back to Derek's it is. And
God, the Valkyries are a distant memory.
you're able to shower off and get cleaned up, get some new clothes out of the closet, secure yourself.
I'm trying to think back.
Yes.
Salvador was not perfect. But some vampires really take their sires seriously.
You're like, what's that like?
I know. So I'm just trying to remember why. Muhammad said it was best to take out, it's a Sabbath thing, right?
Right. It's a Sabbath thing.
It's best to take out Salvatore.
Yes.
Salvador. Not Salvatore.
No.
Not the Salvatore brothers.
Not R.A. Salvatore, no.
I was thinking of the stupid ass Vampire Diaries.
Oh, right, that too.
Yeah. Torre.
Salvatore.
So Aaron was, part of this dumb Sabbath pack.
Right.
And he made a lot of bad decisions. And one of those being ambushing Salvador and getting rid of him.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad decision.
That was a really bad one. And nasty. And
nasty.
it was very nasty. But I also got rid of Muhammad. So
True. So, karmically it all balances
6
out.
of one, half a dozen of
right?
the other.
Yeah.
So Jesus might feel some kind of way about it, but he and Crispus both came to me and were just like, stay the fuck out of, don't come back here, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they thought they were suspicious of me.
Right.
I don't know if they knew.
Right.
But I guess they eventually figured out that Muhammad was part of a Sabbath pack.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
But and they knew that I was running around with Muhammad.
Yeah.
But whether or not I was in the pack is yet to be determined.
Yeah.
To be determined.
Yeah.
I don't know what they know is basically what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Okay. So thinking about all this is why are you shaking your head?
No, I'm just reviewing my notes.
I'm
for
nervous.
Next part. Okay. So.
Oh God.
All right. So next night, it's November 3rd. When you get up, you emerge from the closet.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a bed that doesn't get slept in, right? Mm-hmm. And but on the nightstand is a key fob and some keys and a little note from Derek saying, "Hope this is what you were looking for."
Oh. So I'm going to collect my backpack and clothes and everything. And I'll get dressed. Kind of one of my newer, I guess, outfit. So blazer, button down.
Okay.
Jeans, boots. and comb my hair. And I'm going to go look for this vehicle.
Okay. All right. It's not that serious
I was
music.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of different... What is this person doing?
This is from Dark Dia drum and bass again. Oh, it's from Heat.
Oh, okay. So I've had a lot of different types of vehicles in my... Okay, can we... This is a bit much.
You're just trying to find a new car. God damn it. All right, there you go.
Okay. So, I've had a lot of different vehicles as a vampire.
Yes.
So I'm just curious, what is this going to be?
All right. So you wanted a car that was not too flashy, but was reliable, and was going to run well. All right. Let me just check.
Is it a Toyota Corolla?
No, not that bad. But let's see here.
Those are reliable cars.
I know. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is good.
What?
All right.
Why are you laughing?
So you come outside onto the driveway.
Yeah, there's a driveway around the back, remember?
Yes.
So I would walk out of the kitchen and then...
Yes. And so parked outside is a silver 1995 Subaru Legacy.
Oh my God.
Which is kind of a hatchback design. So...
Jesus. All right. I shrug. I'm like, this is fine.
Fine.
It's nondescript.
Yes, it's very nondescript.
So I'm gonna look at my Thomas guide, which is left on the passenger side seat.
No doubt.
And I'm gonna find this thing, and I'm gonna get those coordinates in my mind, and off I go.
Okay.
Which I'm probably taking.
You are.
Let's go in the freeways.
We're in Beverly Hills.
We're in Beverly Hills, all the way to Pomona.
Oh my God.
At least 2 hours.
So Beverly Hills. Okay. You have a couple of options here. But probably you're
110?
No.
That's going.
Your best bet is actually probably to double back towards
through Eagle Rock.
Well, that's the thing, is you can take the 2. The 2 is is surface streets all the way through. It kind of parallels Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
So you could do that.
I could take the 2.
Okay, so you follow the 2 as it wends its way on surface streets, and then eventually turns into a freeway proper. At which point you take it up to the 134.
Yes.
Take 134 east. It turns into the 210.
Right.
And then you're gonna get all the way. You're gonna drop down. Basically, follow the 210 until it turns south, and then intersects with the 10.
Yeah.
At which point you would then, eventually get off of
God
Pomona.
Damn.
So let's see what Google Maps has to say about how long this drive is. My God. Okay, Beverly Hills.
I stand by 2 hours.
I think that's a good bet, but let's see. All right, Beverly Hills to Pomona. Actually, not that bad. It's about an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did I think 2 hours?
It feels like 2 hours.
It's a very long drive.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
I get off the freeway.
Get off the freeway. So let's see here. You left pretty much shortly after you had gotten ready and everything. So it's about 9 o'clock by the time you get out there. And
I have my sunglasses on. Sunglasses.
Nice.
In case you're wondering.
Okay. So so you
oh my God. Sorry.
What?
I'm not trying to interrupt you.
Oh no. It's fine.
Jesus
Thoughts, comments?
Christ. We'll debrief. But I'm about to see Arena, so I'm very excited.
Yes. All right. So all right.
What the hell is she up to?
Yeah, right.
Plus, I know she knows Amy.
That's true. There's a lot of knowing things.
That's bewildering.
Yes, the amount of knowing that is going on.
That's right.
Okay.
Edie does not want to go out there, does she?
Yeah, she does. All right, let's take a quick break again. No. All right, so you pull up, and you're in this kind of like industrial part of Pomona,
Right?
And so it's it's just kind of deserted. It just has this kind of deserted air about it. I mean, Pomona's not terribly populated to begin with. But
how would you describe?
How would I describe Pomona? I don't know. It's sort of it's not suburban, it's exurban. I don't know. It's like it takes forever to get out there, or at least it feels like it does, like I said. It's sort of, I don't know. The few times I went out there, it seemed kind of quaint and quiet.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. How would you describe it?
Kind of like a college town, too.
It's definitely a college town. So it's got the youth.
Yeah.
The youth. And so, indeed, you can hear some, like, laughing and people, like, clearly, like, moving in groups as they're moving towards a destination. And you can see that, there's some small gaggles of people done up in their sort of rave get-ups, with their, candy-colored clothing, backpacks. They've got their bracelets. They've got their pacifiers, pacifier pendants, essentially. They're heading towards this very... I mean, you've been to some nondescript locations already here, but this one is definitely a you would never know kind of situation. There's no signage. There's no indication whatsoever that there's anything interesting going on here. And the only thing that really sticks out to you is the fact that there's like a couple of like there's a sort of mid-size panel truck. And then like a sort of newer looking RV parked behind the building. So
I'm going to head to the RV.
You head to the RV?
Oh, yeah. I don't have to go into the party just yet.
All right. So as you're walking up, you can see there's a guy. He's got pretty long hair, fairly ratty. He's wearing like a leather jacket, motorcycle jacket that's got a bunch of buttons and pins on it and that sort of thing. And then a Captain Crunch t-shirt.
Of course.
And he's sitting on a folding chair
right.
with his feet up on a milk crate. And he's actually got a kind of bulky but nice looking laptop sitting on his lap.
Right.
He's tip tapping away on it.
Wow. Okay.
And he looks up as you're coming up. And he's like entrance is around front, my friend.
Yeah, it's not the entrance I'm looking for.
We don't do that sort of thing around here.
So I'm just gonna walk up to the door. And I'm gonna bang on it like bum bum bum.
All right, so he's not gonna let you do that.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
So
we will see.
So as he sees you heading for the door of the Winnebago, he very hastily closes his laptop and stands up and he kind of puts a hand up and he's like, "No, really, man." And
is he a kindred?
Roll me a perception plus awareness.
Perception plus awareness.
Perception plus awareness. It comes up all the time.
It does. Difficulty what?
Difficulty 6.
2.
Okay. Let me just check this. Yes, so he is for sure.
Okay. I'll be like, look, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with the people in there. I need to talk to Arena.
All right.
She knows me.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so he said, he looks a little surprised and he says, is she expecting you?
She will be.
I don't know what that means.
I'm Aaron Evans. I say it a little loud. Aaron Evans?
All right. Well, she's in the club, man. So if you want to talk to her, just head that way.
Thanks.
Give me a perception plus alertness roll this time.
Find details?
Yes.
Oh, no. He has a walkie-talkie.
You got a crazy one here.
Right. Oh, 2.
2. Okay. You just, out of the corner of your eye, you detect a little bit of motion. One of the, RV windows has the little vertical blinds, not vertical blinds, Venetian blinds. Yeah. And you can see that like somebody had been like pulling them down and then, like withdrew. And what you saw is that the finger that was holding the blinds down looked like a child's hand.
A child.
A child.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. How old? Like a little baby hand or like
not
like,
a baby hand, no.
like I would say from 4 to 7 or from like 8 and up.
You only got 2 successes, so all I can tell you was not a toddler.
It was a child's hand.
It was a child.
All right,
elementary school.
I'm going to go around the corner.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So there is a line here for sure.
Right.
And but you gotta just get in line unless you want to try and bully your way in.
I'm not gonna bully him. I'll get in line.
All right. So you can hear the music from outside.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
So,
this is a rave.
This is a rave.
All
right. So, they give you a little pat down, let you in. Mm-hmm. And so you walk in and as soon as you pass through like the sort of soundproof foyer, you walk into this rave and it's in full swing. There's like a mirror ball going and, lights and DJ doing her thing. She's a little striking in her appearance because she's wearing a sort of fishnet bodysuit with nothing on underneath, right? And then like big baggy jeans. But she's pumping the beat. And people are just out on the floor throwing their hands in the air like they don't care, etc.
Nice.
So you're looking around for Arena.
Yes.
Okay, so perception plus alertness, please. Okay. Difficulty 8.
Okay. Let's see. Oh!
What?
I would have had 3, actually.
Wow. 1. Okay. So
still a success.
Very briefly, you see someone like kind of passing through who's not dancing. They're very sort of petite build, black hair. Pretty sure that's
following
what it
her.
is. All right. So, you start wending your way through the crowd, kind of like, gently but insistently pushing your way through, right? Yeah. And so you're kind of out in the middle of the floor when you get when you get a closer look at her, and it is Arena, and she seems to sense that she's being followed because she turns around, looks at you. You still got your shades on? Okay. So she, you could see like when she turned around, she was like sort of tensed up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then her shoulders drop, and then she just folds her arms and looks at you and like shakes her head. And then she walks in and leans in and says, "You have a lot of nerve showing up here like this."
I just shrug and smile.
So she's like, gives you a head, head nod and leads you outside, sort of back behind the venue. So you can see the, the vehicle park. And she says, explain yourself.
What? I'm back in town. What else is there to know?
From where?
I have my ways.
Yeah, you gangrel are all alike.
What? Do you know any others? What's going on?
I know too many. You're the only one I actually get along with, so you should consider that a compliment.
I do.
Good.
It's good to see you. Can I give her a hug?
It's good to see you too. So she gives you a hug back.
Okay. So what's going on here? What the hell is this?
It's my new jam. And then she she kind of indicates the guy who's back on his laptop. And she says, that's Elliot.
Okay. Yeah, well, he's a pretty good bodyguard.
Yeah, well, he's my child, so...
Oh, speaking of children, I saw a little kid's hand.
Well, so I've got my childer. You saw my other one working the turntables.
Okay.
That's Cynthia. And then I've got I've just picked up a few strays along the way, and what can I say? I'm a sucker for a hard luck story.
But a kid?
She was living on the streets. I had to take her in.
Can you just ghoul her instead?
It's complicated.
Well, you have a little family here, huh?
Yeah, nice little family.
I thought you didn't really do that kind of stuff. You've always seen you by yourself.
Oh, clearly you forgot then. I used to travel around with
Oh yeah. So I'm
remembering.
So then I'm remembering all of the
before the unpleasantness.
What was that?
Well, they got systematically taken out. I mean, I was the only one left.
Yeah. Well, with the gold farbs, we should probably skip this.
What about them?
Well, what happened to them?
Well, when Salvador got taken out, they lost their source of blood, and
well, you were with them the last time I saw you.
Yeah, I was keeping them company while we were waiting for the years to catch up. They both expired not long after you left. I think they were 100 years old or something.
So I'm thinking about that.
Yeah,
it's freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what else have you been doing? Have you heard from Amy?
Yeah. That's a whole other story.
What are you talking about?
Come on back to the trailer. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay. All right.
So
I'll wave to Elliot, in a friendly way. Mm-hmm. Right. No harm, no foul.
Right. So he waves back. Mm-hmm. He's got a smile on his face.
Okay.
And then his chest explodes.
What? Wait, what? Mm-hmm. What? Wait, what? Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? What?
Hold on. Let me see. I'm just determining the extent to which it explodes.
Wait, what? What's happening? What is going on?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. What?
I'm realizing a couple things. One is I'm yelling. I'm trying not to yell into the mic. Two, I'm yelling and our screen is partially open, so I think people can hear us yelling.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I should get used to the warmer weather.
New space, warmer weather. Yeah. I can't be as
demonstrative.
Thank you.
What do you mean his chest exploded?
You're so blasé, and I am going to kick your ass. Once we're done with this recording.
Sounds good. All right, so
sounds good.
To quote Kenny, I deserve it.
No, that's not. You're not like him. I would not.
You're not
things
like
I would
him.
not say to Kenny for $1,000, Alex.
Yeah, right. All right, so just do this.
All right, this. So you're telling me I wave to this guy and his chest fucking explodes. Mm-hmm. And a xenomorph comes out.
Yeah, right. You wish. All right.
Maybe I do.
So basically, he gets kind of lit up by 3 bullet impacts, and it knocks him sideways off the folding chair, and you just see blood, sort of atomized blood, just and of course Arena just immediately drops and starts looking around for the source of the gunfire.
Do they look like dragon fire?
No.
It's just regular bullets. Mm-hmm. It's regular bullets.
Regular bullets.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He should be able to survive from that.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
I'm hitting the fucking ground.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, I was around Muhammad at the Crip Sons long enough. I know how this goes. Like, holy fuck.
All right. So you both hit the ground, and sure enough, you see him starting to pick himself back up.
Yeah.
But then you see the shape kind of like darting real fast across the field of your vision. Not celerity fast, but just, fast. Full on sprint. But it's a kind of a petite woman with a shorter haircut, in like black, like tactical garb. And she's got a big like kukri style knife out, and she's like going straight for him. So let's roll some initiative.
What? I was getting ready mentally, like, okay, we're gonna have.
I can finally relax.
You are so mean to me. Oh.
Remind me again what I add for initiative. Is it wits plus dex?
What?
For initiative, is it wits
Initiatives
plus dex?
is dex plus wits plus 10.
Okay.
I get celerity.
Yes, you do.
So mine's 10 plus a d10. Not the Assamites. Not an Assamite. 13.
I got a 9.
Oh
so
my
you can
God.
act first.
If it's a regular bog standard hunter, I don't think they just shoot regular bullets.
Only one way to find out.
Shut it. What?
What? Okay, let's see.
Look, just because you don't want Arena to talk to Aaron about Amy, it's like, you don't have to take it this far.
Yeah, I was like, shit. Initiate the Silencio protocol.
Silencio protocol. Silencio. All right. So.
All right. Arena got 13. What did you get?
Also 13.
Okay. So you're both acting on the same.
Right. Oh, no.
All right. So, yeah, she yells out, Elliot! And she starts running towards him to intercept this person.
Okay. So I see her going toward him. I'm going to go like behind this person.
Okay.
Like I want to try to make my way behind them.
Okay. Are you getting your claws out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So blood point.
Right.
Good thing you've been scissorping blood.
Well, not really. I mean, I'm getting really low now.
Yeah. Hi, dog. I know.
She's like, this is food time.
Yes, it is.
It's not really. There's 10 more minutes.
Yep.
She's just trying to like mesmerize you. With
That's
her
right.
Cuteness.
Well, it's succeeding.
I know. So we have. Well, maybe I'm just trying to think. Claws or tackling. I want to tackle this person, I think.
Okay. That's
So that's strength plus brawl.
Strength plus brawl. Strength.
And then also, sorry, stuff punch. I want to use blood pool points too.
Okay.
So I have to use, and so I want to take it up to 2. So my strength is a 5.
5. Okay. So you spend 2 points.
So I'll spend 2 points, with the understanding that I may end up drinking the blood of whatever this attacker is. If they're human, vampire, I don't care. It's just this is how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 5 strength. I have 3 brawl. I have. That's it, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Yeah, 6 plus 3. Okay, got it. 9 total. Are we going for it here?
Go for it.
Katie's like, wait a minute. She's like, I don't like that. What's the difficulty?
6.
Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
3 10s.
All right. All right. So 6?
Yes.
Good Lord.
I don't know. Again, I mean, I appreciate your being impressed.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a finely tuned machine.
I know. This is what you're good at. Oh, sorry. I did just notice it's a difficulty plus 1. So it's actually 7 or higher. Would that change things?
No.
No?
No, I rolled 3 10s.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll your so your strength is 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 6 more. You're rolling 12 dice.
Yes. That's right. 3, 6, 9. What's the... Is it still a 7?
6 for this one.
6. 6?
6 or higher.
1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
5.
Okay. So you basically just smash her into the side of this this RV, and this big dent, right? Okay. Let's see. Irena was acting at the same time. She was just going to do a block maneuver.
Okay.
So she
Yeah.
was keyed up for that. Okay. So our friend here, she is going to respond.
I'm sure.
Let's see. All right, she's going to do a multi-action, which means she's going to have to split her dice pool. Let's see here. Okay.
Oh my God.
And okay. Spend some blood. How much can she spend? Just the one. Okay. All right. So she is going to split her dice pool. So let's see. All right. So she's going to slash at you with her knife. And get 2 successes. So not too bad. And let's see. Okay. 6. Yep.
Jesus.
1, 2.
Oh my God.
All right, so that's going to be 4 damage, but you get your stamina and fortitude.
Right. So stamina. It's stamina. Well, fortitude is 3.
Okay.
So
plus your stamina is what?
6.
6 total. So
Yeah.
roll 6 dice, 6 or
Right.
higher.
Right.
And what did I say? 4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 lethal.
What?
And for her.
All right. So I'm hurt.
Next trick.
Oh my God.
Okay. And where are you? There you are. All right. All right. Nope. Doesn't manage to pull that one off. Okay. So whatever her other action is, you are not aware. Okay. All right. New round.
Right.
Okay. Let's roll initiative.
16.
14 for me, or for the interloper, and 9 for Arena. Okay, so what do you want to do?
I'm in very close quarters with her.
You are, yes.
I'm going to drink her blood. I'm going to go
try
into
and
the
latch on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Dex plus brawl.
Dex plus brawl, 5 or higher.
5 or higher. Dex. I'm still using my blood, so that's 6 for my dex. Plus brawl is 3. 5 or higher. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 3.
3. Okay.
It would have been way more. 1s are the worst.
They are. All right. She does have 1 dot of fortitude, so I'm going to try and... yes, so that's 2 aggro, which is definitely going to inconvenience her. All right, so you latch on, and you'll be able to start draining blood. Give me a perception plus awareness roll, since you're close in. Difficulty 5. No, 4.
4? 2.
All right, she is kindred, for sure.
I don't care.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you have hurt her. All right. So she is once again going to split her pool. She's just going to try and shank you in the guts with the knife. Okay. And then, I had 2 2 more for blood spend. All right, so that's 2. You can do your stamina plus fortitude soak.
Okay. What does it have to be?
6 or higher.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, soak it. All right, and then let me get her.
Steely guts.
Indeed. You just flex your abs.
So hard.
All right, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, one thing I should have mentioned is this whole thing has been going on in a total like you can hear the music coming from the building, but close in there's no noise. Right. So the scuffling of your feet, even like banging into the RV. Okay, so totally silent. And now suddenly it's like the lights just went out and you're surrounded in
That's
like inky black darkness. So, all right. So
I am latched on and I am just drinking blood.
You are latched on. It's true. All right. So Arena's going to try and do something.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, man.
There you are. Let's see here. So she got Dex 2. That's fine. And let's see. Brawl 2. Okay. Spend some blood. Okay. But we've got a darkness penalty at play. Hold on. Let me re-roll that.
Right.
Still 1 hit. That's not bad. She's just coming in with her fists, basically.
Yeah.
So we've got. All right, she soaks that handily.
All right.
Okay, so new round, new you.
18.
Oh my god, holy shit! All right, that's a 9 for her and a 9 for Irina. Okay.
I'm still drinking her blood.
So you're just gonna drink blood.
Yeah.
Okay. So it brings up an interesting question.
I'd say I think what?
How many blood points you can pull. So I'd say go ahead and just roll damage. Well, actually, no. Roll your bite attack, and then you're going to roll damage, and the amount of damage you roll is how many blood points you can drain, right?
So my damage is...
With a bite, it's strength +1 plus the number of your successes. So Dex plus Brawl, please.
Right. Dex plus Brawl.
Difficulty is 5.
Okay. All right. You're going to be so mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Holy shit.
7.
7. So you're going to roll your strength of 5 plus 8 dice. So 13 dice total.
6, 9, 12. How many?
13.
13. Let's go. And I have to get 5 or better?
6 or better.
6 or better. Wow. I don't know if I've rolled this well ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. I'm afraid we're heading toward diablerie.
Well, you are, so I'm going to need a self-control
12.
roll. Self-control roll, please.
12. When have I ever rolled 12?
That's insane.
So what am I...
Self-control.
Out of...
difficulty, let's see here. You're in a life-threatening situation. You've been physically provoked. Are you hungry?
No.
Capital H hungry?
No.
You're not. Okay, that's good. 4 or higher.
2. I succeeded.
Okay. All right.
I can control myself, thank God.
You stop short of diablerizing this person. Let's see.
How many blood pool points do I get?
Let's see here. All right.
12
She
damage.
currently, yes, I know. Do you want to kill her? I like how we've come full circle from Brunhilde doing 12 damage to you and deciding not to kill you. It's very...
I don't want to kill her.
You don't want to kill her. Okay.
Well, I don't know who the fuck she is. Brunhilde knew who I was.
True.
So I do want to kill her.
Okay. All right. So she had...
She came into... She attacked us.
She came into my house.
And that's not
All
my
right.
house. It was my friend's house. And then, like, is attacking.
All right. You can take 8 blood points
Okay.
and rip her throat out.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Because also, like, it's also sending a fucking message.
Right.
Like, this is going to protect Arena in the long run. And,
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I would love for this chronicle to turn into me just being, like, Arena's bodyguard on the road
Well,
and going through
could.
raves and stuff.
They could.
So be it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this helps her. It also sends a message to her. Like, we're still cool.
Right.
And why are they sending Assamites after you? And I have to still tell her about everything that I heard
Right.
from the prince.
Right. Right.
So that's why I get rid of him.
Okay.
Just leave him out to turn into dust in the sun.
Right. Okay. So you, as soon as you rip her throat out, the sound comes rushing back in. The darkness dissipates, and you and Arena are both just staring down at this, woman. And then
Blood around my mouth, just staring down.
right. And then
And
Elliot
is
walks
like-
over. He's like, Jesus Christ.
About what? The woman.
The woman. Yeah. And she's like, you okay? And he's like, I'm fine. And he, like his shirt's shot up, but you can see like the bullets didn't even like break the skin.
Yeah. That's such a weird move to use. So I say, I'm like, why would she just use regular bullets?
Maybe she thought I was mortal. I don't know.
Does he have blush of life, you think?
No, but he's not like super pale.
Yeah.
Okay. And Arena she's like very flatly. She's like, I know exactly why. And she looks at him and she says, she thought you were something less than kindred. And then she looks at you and she's like, Aaron, you just killed the Prince's Scourge. So what is the Prince's Scourge? We'll find out next time.
I feel like I'm a scourge.
Well, you are a type of scourge. Absolutely.
Personally,
You're,
me, Desiree.
you're a scouring pad.
I am a scouring pad. It's true.
Anyway.
What
I feel like I'm a scourge.
the fuck? It's also sending the prince a message. Sorry for yelling at you. It's also sending the prince a message.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Sending a lot of messages back and forth. You've got mail. All right. So it's a relevant joke for 1998.
Was AOL around at that time?
Hell yeah. I had AOL in 96.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've got mail.
You've got mail.
You got to put that as a bumper at the end.
All right. So you get an XP
Wow,
for
wow.
playing.
Thank you.
What did you learn?
Excuse me. I'm burping out of distress.
Yes.
The prince is powerful. Tremere suck.
Yeah.
Jesus is gonna hand me my ass for being complicit in killing Salvatore.
Yeah. Salvador.
Arena's touring around with a rave,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and she's made a thin blood.
Maybe, maybe not.
That's what I've learned.
Okay. Good. And definitely point for role playing.
Oh, thank you very much.
And
I just want I want Aaron to be different from Amy.
yeah.
I hope he kind of is.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Okay.
And, I'll give you a point for heroism, too.
Well, I did.
You put yourself in harm's way on a couple of occasions.
I did, actually.
For other people's
I feel like I should get
benefit.
2 heroic points.
Well, let's not go nuts.
All right. I tried. I tried, everybody. Actually, sound off in the comments if you think I needed another.
Oh, my God. Do not sound off in the comments.
I'll be like, you definitely don't deserve that. You don't deserve that at all.
Jesus.
How are you doing?
I'm good. That went well.
Dude, you are the master.
What?
Again, you are the master.
Oh, stop.
I mean, for what we're doing,
Oh.
our game.
I thought you just meant generally.
Just from a subjective level, you are the best. No, you run you are so good at doing those hairpin turns that are just like, what the fuck? You're so blasé. I don't know. It's a poker face. I don't know. It's a poker face.
Yeah,
it's something,
yeah.
but you just straight up just go, and then this happens. And I'm like, oh. So kudos to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. To be continued.
Indeed.
Don't sound so excited.
I'm actually very excited.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our patrons, both past and present. And thanks, as always, to those of you backing us at priest level and above. This includes Jonathan Morgantini, Marley Griffin, James Gilbreth, Hunt Cal, Jathar132, Mika Tertianen, N.J. Colton, Ptolemy, and Just Barbarian Things,